For listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. For help, visit help.iheart.com. Thanks again for listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure for listening to the iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for future sporting events. Please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device. Vary to stream this play-by-play event. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled. To ensure you have the right access to future sporting events, please ensure your location services are enabled on your mobile device.
Diamond Center. IDC is the exclusive jeweler of the Orlando Magic, where fans, players, and staff go for the best bling for the best value. With showrooms all over Florida, IDC smashes the competition with direct importer prices, a massive selection, the strongest warranties, all the premium designer brands, and a solid reputation for honesty and integrity. Get store hours, locations, and more at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, where Orlando gets engaged.
In the corner, another three is up and good. The Knicks make over 5 corner threes a night, and I think they already have 5 so far this afternoon. 45-40. And New York 6 of 12 from three-point range.
You know, for that being off the top of Jake's head, not bad. It's 4 corner threes for the Knicks so far on the day, but averaging 5 on the season, and we have 2 quarters left. So the Knicks getting it done in terms of that corner 3 game. It's an area where the Magic are one of the best in terms of defending it, and the Knicks are one of the best, or the best, at shooting them. So that is a matchup to watch out for in the second half for sure, because it's one that the Knicks have been winning, 55-54. Speaking of winning, the Magic are doing that right now, despite the loss of Franz Wagner for the game. Took an awkward spill in the first quarter and was not able to return to action. He finished the day with 7 points in 7 minutes. He was rolling, too, so really unfortunate for several reasons that the Magic lost him. Hopefully it's nothing long-term. 14 points for Jalen Suggs. He leads all Magic players in scoring. Jalen Brunson with 16 points for the New York Knicks. He did all of his dirty work in the first quarter. Magic held him scoreless in the second. 8 points for Josh Hart, 10 points for the returning OG Anunoby. No Karl Anthony Towns in the mix for the New York Knicks. Let's take a look elsewhere in sports. Got a bunch of other games to get to in the NBA today. The next one doesn't tip off until about 3:30, but we have a lot of NFL games that just got going. 1 o'clock, of course, on a Sunday. The Dolphins lead the Jets 7-0. The Buccaneers and Saints are all knotted up. About halfway through the first quarter, they both have 7. The Jacksonville Jaguars up 7-0 on the Colts. But the last I saw, it looked like the Colts are about to punch one in. Falcons lead the Seahawks 3-0. The Bengals got an early score on the Buffalo Bills. We have a snow game in the NFL. Beautiful look up in Buffalo, New York. We'll keep you updated on some of those throughout the course of the afternoon. We have more basketball to get to. 55-54, Magic lead by 1. Third quarter coming up right here on the Magic Audio Network.
Hey, Dante, what's your favorite thing about a Magic win?
No brainer, Jake. 50% off at papajohns.com the day after every Magic win. Magic win and fans win with Papa John's because they get 50% off their entire online order.
And it's so simple. Just enter the promo code MAGICWIN when you order online at papajohns.com.
And now you won't miss a shot because you can track your order live with Papa Track.
Papa John's Pizza, official pizza of your Orlando Magic. Valid online only, not valid with any other discounts. Delivery fee and taxes extra and not subject to discount offer.
In life's biggest moments, every opportunity counts. Whether you're buying your first home, growing your business, or taking the next step in your financial journey, City National Bank is your trusted partner at each of life's milestones. As the official bank of the Orlando Magic, you can count on us to help you take your best shot. City National Bank, assisting in all your banking needs. Visit citynational.com for more information. City National Bank is member FDIC equal housing lender.
This is Paula Banchero from the Orlando Magic. I'm teaming up with Advent Health and their Be a Mind Leader program to help all of us feel supported when it comes to mental health. Sometimes, all it takes is 2 words. You good? You don't have to be a pro to make a difference. Just check in and start the conversation with your family and friends. Learn more at beamindleader.com. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Magic fans, save all season long at Take 5 Oil Change. Just wear your Orlando Magic gear and save 25% on your oil change. No technical fouls, no overtime. Just drive in, stay in your car, and roll out. You'll be game day ready in 10 minutes flat. Staying on top of your car care shouldn't put you on the bench. Take 5 makes it as easy as a layup. Visit Take5.com to find a location near you. Offer valid through June 1st, 2026. Terms and conditions apply. Valid only at participating locations.
The Orlando Magic leveled up their look with bold new jerseys, and now you can too. This season's jerseys feature the team's iconic colors, pinstripes, and stars with a modern vibe for the new generation of Magic. Whether you're in the stands or watching from home, there's no better way to rep your Magic pride than wearing what the players wear. Shop the Association, Icon, and Statement Edition jerseys at the Magic Authentics team store at Kia Center or online at OrlandoMagicShop.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
That's going to do it for us here with the Magic Halftime Report presented by City National Bank. Magic lead at the half, 55-54 as we enter quarter number 3. Let's kick you back to Magic Radio voice, Jake Chapman.
Okay, BK, many thanks to you. We're about as good as you could have hoped for, all things considered, especially after a first quarter where it felt like Brunson was going to be a force to be reckoned with today, which he always is, but came out of the first quarter going, okay, no answers for Jalen Brunson, and we just lost Franz Wagner, and you were down 4 points. And Orlando held New York in that second to just 19 points. Knicks with a 41% from the field first half, and the Magic kind of felt like they found their own a little bit, especially on the defensive side of the ball there in the second quarter. Magic doing an okay job on the glass. They're getting out rebounded 27-23 and 10 offensive rebounds in that first half. Not a great number. 9 second chance points. I think you could live at those. And Orlando getting it mostly from Jalen Suggs. 14 points on 5 of 10 shooting, but a nice spark off the bench from both Anthony Black and Tyus Jones. 15 points combined for those two. Third quarter underway. Magic start with the basketball. Tristan da Silva starts on the floor. He's got Paolo in the middle of the floor for a little 8-footer, but he missed it. And the rebound came down to Anunoby. Now Brunson attacking, and that is pretty stuff. He's like a bowling ball rolling through the lane. Bounced off the defender and flipped it up and in. 18 on the afternoon for JB. 56-55 New York. Dumped down to Wendell in the post. He'll face up on Robinson. Couple jab steps. Jumper is up. That one short. And the rebound to Josh Hart. Hart streaking up the sideline here. Gets it over to Anunoby on the right wing. Banchero picks him up. Anunoby almost threw it away. Brunson went back and dug it out. Now Brunson rolling left. Crossover dribble. Trying to get by Desmond Bane. Easier said than done. Left his feet. Spots up Anunoby. He'll try a 3. That's up and good. So a quick little 5-0 start for New York here in quarter number 3. And the Knicks lead 59-55. Paolo to Bane, back to Banchero. He'll step in for a left wing 3. No good. Hart with a good closeout that time, and that shot way off. Now Bridges probing. New York trying to jump all over the Knicks or the Magic here to open up the third quarter. Anunoby on the left wing. He'll try the dribble drive on Banchero. Up top now for Brunson. Shot clock's down to 8. Brunson to the elbow. The reach through, and he got it up on the rim. He was looking for the whistle, but nice move on to Silva that time for Jalen Brunson. He's up to 20 on the afternoon. And the Knicks, 7-0 run to start the third quarter. They've taken a 6-point lead. Jalen trying to slow him down. He's got Wendell spotted up wide open for 3 in the corner. That one's no good. Hart grabs the rebound, takes it away from both Suggs and da Silva. And Jalen was going to commit a foul on that possession no matter what, and he did. He smacked down to the basketball about 4 times as Hart was trying to chin it. Foul on Suggs will be his first personal. And first team foul here against Orlando in the third quarter. 2 minutes in. It's been all Knicks so far in the second half. 7-0 run to start, and they've got the basketball once again. Brunson up top. Magic switching everything. Brunson gets it to Bridges on the left wing. Screen from Robinson. Bridges with Bane in front of him. Now he's going to get to the free throw line. Over to Anunoby on the right wing. He'll get by Banchero. Dump off for Robinson as Wendell had to help the helper. And Jamal Mosley's got to take time. Robinson threw it down. It's a 9-0 run to open up the third quarter. Knicks lead at 63-55. We're back to New York in just a moment on the Magic Audio Network.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar and Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it easy as ABC and 1, 2. Oh, and fast too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise, pickleball, all indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit crushyard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
Be sure to tune in the day after the game for the Tools Ace Hardware Assist of the Night, brought to you by me, Brandon Kravitz. And if you're gearing up for game day, Tools Ace is your MVP for grilling greatness. From Big Green Egg to Traeger, they've got everything you need to fire up the flavor with 14 Central Florida locations, including their brand new store in downtown Windermere. Tools Ace is your neighborhood home maintenance expert, the helpful place every night, and your best stop before the game. Visit toolsacehardware.com.
They won't say it, but after a crash, your car may lose value, even if it's fixed. It's called diminished value, and we know how to go after it. Farah and Farah. It's what we're built for. Call us.
Orlando. Is today the day you're making 96.9 the game number one? Your number one preset, that is. What are you waiting for? Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search 96.9 the game, and click preset. Follow us on Instagram at 96.9 the game.
Points on the day, 63-55. 9:43 left to play in quarter number 3. Let's kick you back to Jake Chapman.
All right, BK, many thanks to you. Paige Beckers and Angel Reese in the house today. Just showed them up on Celebrity Row, the center hung. Let's see if the Magic can right the wrongs of the first couple minutes here of the third quarter. At 9-0 surge for New York, and just not a lot of juice for the Magic right now. And you can understand why they might be a little bit gobsmacked after Franz Wagner, nasty-looking injury in the first quarter of this game. We still don't know the extent of which, but Franz helped off the floor by training staff and his brother, and he won't return. No, Jalen pokes it away from Brunson after. Look like the Knicks had a turnover out of the timeout. Suggs misses a three. De Silva with an offensive rebound, though. Paulo in the corner, up top for Bane. He got by Bridges, sends it over to Suggs. Now De Silva, good ball movement. He'll try a three in the corner. That's an air ball. Brunson dives down to the floor. Wendell just steers it over to Bane, but shot clock never reset, and that'll be a 24-second violation. So, first 3 minutes have netted 0 points and not much confidence for Orlando's offense here. Brunson will walk it up the floor. He's got 20 points already and a little hop in his step. 63-55, an 8-point New York advantage. And currently on a 9-0 New York run. Bridges rolls left. Bane trying to stay in front of him. Fadeaway jumper on the baseline. That's up and good. And Magic defense, not much resistance right now for this New York O. They are rolling, and they've opened up a 10-point advantage. Paulo, top of key with Hart in front of him. Gets it to De Silva on the left wing. Everybody kind of just standing around right now. Tristan will try a free throw jumper off the bounce. That's no good. And De Silva 0 for 4 to start. He's a minus 20 in his 10 minutes on the floor. Brunson trying to back down Jalen. Spins baseline, steps through, gets it up and in. And this thing's getting out of hand pretty quickly. 13-0 is the run out of halftime. Apollo will go on Hart, steps in baseline, and got it up and in before Bridges showed up with the help defense. So nice move for Banchero there. Magic back down 10, 67-57. Paulo with 8 on the afternoon. Robinson holds it up top. Gets to Brunson. De Silva fighting over the screen. Brunson backs down. Fadeaway jumper from the elbow. That's up and good. And Jalen Brunson is smoking the Magic right now. 24 on the afternoon on 16 shots. 12-point New York advantage. Jalen left wing with Robinson in front of him on the switch. Suggs. Couple between the legs dribbles. Flips it over to Paulo. He'll try a three right wing. That's up and good. And Banchero deposits the triple try. He's in the double figures now. 11 points on the night. Magic have shot the three ball, okay, 7 of 20. He'll take that, 35%. As Suggs blocks the three ball, or at least got a finger zip on it, from Brunson. And now the Magic bringing it back the other way. Paulo dumps it down to Jalen in the post. Brunson took the dive. He didn't get the whistle. Jalen came off it. He's got it back, though. Top of key. This time Hart's in front of him. Wendell trying to set the screen. Suggs behind the back dribble. And he's right back where he started. Tries it again. He'll try the floater off the glass. Missed it. Rebound to Wendell. He had it poked away. Dug it back out. Shot clock is at 10. Orlando can try to look for a good one. Bain will get a good one up and in from the corner, just like he drew it up. So the Magic fighting, scraping, and clawing there. And got a three ball from Desmond Bain. Back within 6 now, 69-63. Now Bridges right back into the lane. Goes to Anunoby in the corner. Snap pass inside for Robinson. He had Jalen pinned. And Suggs, rather than just giving him the bucket, tried to tie him up, but didn't tie him up. So it's a foul and a bucket for Mitchell Robinson. And they will say no bucket. They'll say it was on the floor first and foremost. Mitchell Robinson, if he had gathered a little quicker, then he might have gotten the +1, but they're going to say a foul on the floor. And so that one on Jalen is going to be his second. Anthony Black checks in as Powell gets a blow, and Brunson will take it into the near sideline. Dumps it into Hart. Hart centers it, goes to Anunoby. Left wing three over Tristan is no good. Wendell face guarding Mitchell Robinson didn't make a difference. He's still got the offensive rebound. Wow. Deuce McBride back on the floor. 11 offensive rebounds tonight for New York. Still just 9 second chance points, so they haven't necessarily killed the Magic, but let's start cleaning up the glass here, especially if you're down. Here's Josh Hart once again, back to his spot, the elbow. This time he reverses course, gives to Bridges. He'll jack up a three, missed it. Bridges now 5 of 13 from the field. AB the rebound, he is scooped. Gets to Bain, the trail three, it's up and good. Desmond Bain straightaway three ball is money. And Orlando hanging around, they're down 3, 69-66. Midway through the third. Bain up to 10 points. He's made a couple threes. Magic 9 of 22 from long range today. Josh Hart once again gets to the elbow. Jumpers up and good this time. Lowered his shoulder and stopped on a dime. Suggs went flying. And Magic bench were looking for an offensive foul to push off. Here in the third quarter, 2 team fouls assessed to Orlando and 0 to New York. Been clean basketball, I guess. As Desmond Bain, a nice start and stop. He got to the rack and flipped it up and in. And, hey, they're letting him play, so let's play. 71-68 now, and Bain's starting to heat up. He's got 12. Josh Hart on the left wing. We'll get it to the free throw line. Brunson's going to jack a three. He missed it. Robinson poked it right over Wendell Carter Jr.'s shoulder out of bounds, but at least it's Magic basketball. Huck Porty's going to check in. As Robinson sits down. 5 minutes to play third quarter. Orlando down 3, 71-68. And this is an 11-2 Magic run right now. What do we got? Jordan Clarkson trying to check in. They're going to say, sorry, buddy, you were too late. Suggs, De Silva, Carter, Bain, and AB on the floor for Coach Mose. For New York right now, it's Porty and McBride off the bench. Brunson, Bridges, and Hart. The starting lineup, the Nova Knicks. Here's Anthony Black. Left open for three. Josh Hart backed way off. AB rushed it, though, a little bit. Missed it. kind of wildly. Rebound came down to Bridges. Now it's Brunson. Back to Bridges on the right wing. Crossover dribble goes into the corner for Hart. He'll dribble drive on AB to the elbow. Jumpers up and good. These guys, that's their spot. That's their office. Whether it's Hart or Bridges or Jalen Brunson, they're trying to get to the elbows and go from there. What a nice move there. The scoop shot, Desmond Bane. He caught Bridges off guard, and he took it really from his shoelaces and flipped that thing up and in. Boy, Bane in the third quarter has carried the Magic. He's up to 14 on the afternoon. Brunson right back to his spot. The 10-footer a little short, though, and the rebound into Silva. 4:10 to play, third quarter. Magic down 73-70. Bane had it poked out of bounds by Bridges. It'll stay with Orlando. And Bridges will check out. Jordan Clarkson, the veteran, on the floor right now. So you got McBride, Clarkson, and Brunson out there right now. And hopefully the Magic will be able to play a little bully ball against these guys. De Silva's going to try a three off the bounce. That one is no good. And Huck Porty snatches up the rebound. Rough afternoon for Tristan shooting the rock. He's 0 for 5. Josh Hart and Brunson, little two-man action up top. Brunson trying to rip De Silva off the dribble. Tristan standing his ground. He'll kick it over to Hart. He'll step in for three to knock it down over Desmond Bane. And the Knicks extend the lead back to 6 now, 76-70. And a few words to say for Desmond Bane back down the floor. Seemed friendly. Wendell and De Silva going to run a little two-man action again. This time De Silva steps in for the hook shot. Missed that one as well. And the rebound tipped right to Jalen Brunson. Brunson centers it as he gets it up the floor. A collision between Suggs and Brunson. Late whistle, but they will get the block on Jalen. And that'll be his second. And now Brunson will shoot 2 free throws here. At the end of the first quarter, I thought we were going to watch Brunson shoot free throws all afternoon. He's 5 of 7 in the first 12 minutes. He hasn't shot one since. Just under 87% free throw line this season for Brunson. Has 10 games where he scored 30 plus, and he is well on his way to his 11th. Tristan will take a seat. Rough afternoon, as I mentioned, for Tristan. 0 for 6, but hasn't been able to impact the game elsewhere either. He has grabbed a couple of rebounds. Second free throw good for Jalen Brunson. 26 points, 10 assists in 27 minutes for Jalen Brunson. He is a force. The lead is 8 right now for New York. We got Paolo, Jalen, Goga, AB, and Desmond Bane on the floor. Here's Banchero right back to work. Hard defending him. He's doing a good job. Paolo came off it. Jalen's going to try to attack. Got right to the rim, but Huck Porty denied him, and the ball ended up in Josh Hart's hands. Hart push it into the corner. Clarkson, he'll try a three. That is no good. That one would have brought the house down. AB with the rebound. 2:45 to play third quarter. Magic trying to keep it in single digits here. Down 8. Black into the corner for Suggs. He'll try a three. That is up and good. Jalen Suggs rolling. Said hi to Paige Beckers back down the floor. And that makes it 78-73. Magic within 5. Brunson lowers his shoulder, bounces off AB. 10-footer is short. Rebound came down to Bataze. Suggs will try the lob for Black back down the other way. Brunson broke it up. He's going to say it went off Black. And Tony Brothers says otherwise. The Orlando Magic basketball when we come back. 2:18 to play. Third quarter here at MSG. Magic down 5, but they'll have the rock when we return on the Magic Audio Network.
From sleigh season to Magic season, Eustace Roofing keeps every home covered in Orlando. No leaks, no cracks, just solid defense against Florida weather. So before the next storm or Santa's next stop, call the pros at Eustace Roofing, located right here in College Park. Eustace Roofing, an official roofing partner of the Orlando Magic. Strong enough for reindeer and a slam dunk for your home. Call us for a free roof analysis.
Get ready to run, Magic fans. The annual Orlando Magic 5K and Kids Run presented by Advent Health is back. Join us Saturday, January 31st at 7:30 a.m. for a morning full of fun and fitness for all ages. Race at your own pace through downtown Orlando and celebrate at the Post-Race Fan Fest with music, games, and Magic entertainment. All participants receive a medal and shirt, and net proceeds benefit the Orlando Magic Youth Foundation. Register now at OrlandoMagic5K.com. Don't miss the fun.
This is Paolo Banchero from the Orlando Magic. I'm teaming up with Advent Health and their Be a Mind Leader program to help all of us feel supported when it comes to mental health. Sometimes, all it takes is 2 words. You good? You don't have to be a pro to make a difference. Just check in and start the conversation with your family and friends. Learn more at beamindleader.com. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Welcome back to Magic Basketball on a Sunday afternoon, 78-73. It is a 5-point Knicks lead, 2:18 left to go in quarter number 3. The Knicks, as far as their overall scoring margin, the gap between their overall points per game margin against their opponents at home versus overall is 6.2. Jake, would you like to take a guess as to who is number 1 in the NBA? It is not the New York Knicks. They're number 2 as far as the biggest gap between their overall margin and their home margin.
Overall margin and home margin.
So the home margin being bigger than the overall margin.
Yeah. Golden State?
You got it. They are at +8, and the Knicks are at +6 in that regard. Very well done. Very well done.
Very much. Thank you very much. Good thing we played them in the last couple of weeks. Prep, kids. Prep pays off. Here we go. We're back underway. Magic down 5. Trying to just hang in there in what's been a tough afternoon so far. And Anthony Black on the timeout. Strong move inside. Got into the teeth of the Knicks defense. Forced the issue a little bit. Drew a foul. It's going to be on Ariel Hukporti. The first team foul assessed to New York. Entire third quarter. Just 2:11 to play. In the frame. Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, Paolo Banchero, Goga Batadze, and Desmond Bane. AB will toss it in here near sideline. Got it into Paolo underneath. A couple ball fakes, and Anunoby bothered that shot. Paolo couldn't get the gimme to go. Brunson running out. Closed off by Goga. He's got Clarkson, though. Trail 3, that's no good. AB goes up high for the rebound. He'll push it and bring it himself. Now over to Goga. Tyus Jones. Nice little spark from Jones in the first half. AB closed off by McBride out of the perimeter. Takes a screen from Paolo. Black still has it. He'll attack. And Hukporti knocked it away. Goga ends up with it. Was looking for Banchero. And Goga surprised him. Ball deflected. Anthony Black was on the floor. Nobody knows whose ball it is. And so Tony Brothers says, fine, we'll jump it up. See, Anunoby was trying to reestablish himself, but AB was literally straddling the sideline, and so their guess is as good as mine. It should be 82, right? Oh, never mind. It's going to be Anunoby and Black. And a whole lot of, nope, it's you. Nope, you got to stand here. Nope, back it up a little bit. Evan Scott laying the law down. Here we go. And Anunoby tipped it way into the backcourt. Desmond Bane was waiting on it. Bane's got to get up a quick 2. Shot clock didn't reset. It's off, and the rebound came down to Clarkson. 90 seconds to play here in the third, 78-73. Knicks with the lead in the Rock. Brunson's got 26. Came off it, gets it to McBride. He'll attack Bane. Floater's up, no good. McBride ends up in a heap. And we're going to get free throws. I think they got Bane with this one. It will be Bane's third personal. And Miles McBride is down right over in pretty much the same spot that Franz was hurt in the first half. McBride is up, though. And he'll head to the free throw line. McBride tonight 0 for 5 from three-point range, which is shocking because he was 28 for his last 43 from long range heading into this game. So Magic defense has cooled him off quite a bit. Orlando's done a good job defending New York on the three-ball period. They're 9 of 27 tonight. First free throw good for McBride. Just 3 points on the afternoon for Deuce. It's been pretty tight both ways. Knicks opened up a 12-point lead here in the third quarter. It's down right now to 6. Magic's biggest lead was in the first. That was 4. So not a ton of separation, but Orlando down 7 right now. And then quick inbounds to Desmond Bane, and he tried to take it 1-on-2 and had it poked away. Knicks running back. Hukporti attacking the rack. He's fouled. And now the Knicks getting to the free throw line, starting to create a little separation. This one's going to be on Bataze. New York in the bonus here. Hukporti's first free throw is up and good. Ariel Hukporti, second season out of Germany. Just 25% free throw shooter so far this year. This is his 15th game played. 23 years old. Late second-round pick back in 2024 for the Knicks. They like his upside, to be sure. Knocked down both free throws. Look pretty pure as well. 9-point New York advantage here. Final minute of the third. This feels like an important little stretch for the Magic. Banchero up top. Hukporti on the switch, defending him all alone. Now it's Brunson. Paulo lowers his shoulder. Gets to the free throw line, came off it. He'll flip it to Bane. AP open in the corner for 3. Inside-out action. Doesn't net a make, but tap out goes to Tyus Jones. And a fresh 14. AP thought about another one. And he's going to try it off the bounce over Anunoby. That one's off, and Hukporti has a rebound. We're going to get a loose ball foul, though. And it'll be on Jordan Clarkson. So New York's first in the last 2 minutes. And it's only their second for the whole quarter. That doesn't matter anymore, but just thought I'd repeat it. And now Bane tossing in here on the near sideline. He goes up top for his buddy Tyus Jones. Jones rolling right with Clarkson defending him. Back to Bane on the right wing. Bane going to try to attack Mikal Bridges. Couple spin moves. Kicks it over to Tyus. He'll spot up a 3 left wing. That's no good. Bridges the rebound. Looking for the home run pass. Now he settles for Jalen Brunson. And he'll just walk it up the far sideline with 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Bane defending him up top, showing his hands. Now it's Banchero on the switch. Brunson, couple jab steps. Step through. The left-handed hook shot from about 15 feet. Jalen Brunson is a little off, and we'll head to the fourth. So Orlando, not the greatest shooting quarter there in the third. And it's now an 82-73 advantage for New York as we head to the final 12 minutes. Magic trying for the season sweep of the New York Knicks. We'll see if they can pull it off. They got work to do. Down 82-73, headed to the fourth. We'll bring you the final 12 minutes in just a moment right here on the Magic Audio Network.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most. Getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at PayPal.com.
Stay home and save big online during Lowe's December deal drops. All rewards members get free standard shipping. Shop Lowe's.com December deal drops today. Not available in Alaska or Hawaii. Exclusions and terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/shipping terms.
Orlando Magic basketball lives here on 96.9 The Game, and your game day Magic coverage is powered by IBEW Local 606. Proud to serve electrical workers across Central Florida, providing its members with a supportive community, training, valuable benefits, and advancement opportunities. IBEW Local 606 has been powering and serving Central Florida for over 75 years, and they are the dream team for electrical workers across this area. For more info, head to IBEWLocal606.org and go Magic.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and don't know what to do. You know who to call. Farah and Farah, Orlando.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. Jake Chapman here with you. Start of the fourth quarter, and Coach Mosley looking down his bench, looking for some options. Jet Howard is what he finds. Jet, AB, Tyus, Paulo, and Goga Batadze looking for an offensive spark as the Magic outscored in the third, 28-18, and Orlando still a little dumbfounded, looking for answers without Franz Wagner in the rotation. Tyler Kolek starts off the Knicks fourth quarter with a bucket. Strong attack on Tyus Jones and flipped it up and in. And the Knicks lead is 11 right now. Biggest spread we've seen this afternoon was 12. That was in the third quarter. Here's Jones, got by the first line of defense. The floater, though, falls off. Robinson snatches the rebound, and New York trying to push. Magic playing in mud right now. Bridges went by everybody. Anunoby spotted up in the corner for three. That's up and good. And the Knicks are grabbing this game by the horns. 87-73. Danger zone for the Magic, early fourth. Banchero goes right wing for Jet. Good opportunity here for Howard. Meaningful minutes. Jet gives it to Batadze at the free throw line. Now Goga trying to get a screen for AB. Bridges was trying to fight over it. They all sort of just collided and stood still for a minute. Mitchell Irvin said, Mikal Bridges, you're not allowed to keep reaching. After that, they're about that point right there. First team foul assessed to New York. Magic down 14. This is Anthony Black in the corner. Anunoby checking in. AB goes above the break now. Tries to split the double team, and Anunoby just took it from him. Magic turn it over. Kolek the run out. Bridges the finger roll. And Orlando wants nothing to do with transition defense right now. And the Knicks are starting to pull away. 89-73. Just a minute and 15 seconds into the fourth. See if Orlando has any answers whatsoever. We're about to find out. Magic down 16. We'll come back to MSG in just a moment on the Magic Audio Network.
RingCentral will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
Orlando Magic fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them live. It's more than the highlights, it's the lights going down, the crowd on its feet, the energy hitting you like a wave. It's seeing your favorite Orlando Magic stars up close and hearing every squeak, every swish, every roar. And it all starts with Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Orlando Magic and the NBA. Even if you're making a last-minute decision, Ticketmaster's got you covered. So grab your crew and get to the game, because the best brag is saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/magic.
Game time decisions call for big time solutions, especially when it comes to your home. So when it's your time to shine, our residential mortgage team is ready to create a personalized lending experience made to fit your needs and goals. Every mortgage is different because every borrower is unique. That's why City National Bank, the official bank of the Orlando Magic, is here to help you take your best shot. Visit citynational.com for more information. City National Bank is member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Magic fans, the wait is over. The brand new Orlando Magic Specialty license plate is here, and it's the perfect way to drive around in style while proudly repping your Magic pride on the road and making an impact on the kids across Central Florida. Sleek and all black with a bold new logo that stands out, this plate makes a statement. Visit an authorized motor vehicle office to apply for your new plate today, and for more information, go to omyf.org. Secure yours now before they're gone.
16-3 is the run for the New York Knicks. This all started around the 3-minute remaining mark in the third quarter and has continued on here into quarter number 4. 89-73 is the score. 26 for Jalen Brunson in a game without Karl Anthony Towns. But, of course, things had to be evened up. Franz Wagner left 7 minutes into the game. The knee injury. He'll be reevaluated when the team returns to Orlando. Let's kick you back to NYC.
Timmy Cam, many thanks. Looks like the last stand for Orlando here, if possible. Knicks on an 11-0 run. They've opened up a 16-point advantage. Wendell gives to Jalen. He's going to try a 3, and that is way off. Long rebound, though, to AP. Suggs will try it again from a step in. That one also off, just not as bad. The rebound came down to Kolek. So Orlando just kind of in a daze since that injury to Franz Wagner, but you understand you don't have Paolo back at full capacity just yet, and right now you got to be wondering what you got to do to stay healthy for a stretch of games. Free ball was no good for Anunoby. Rebound came down to Jet. Wendell up top, hands to Howard. He'll roll right. Picks up his dribble, back to Dell at the elbow. Faces up, looking for somebody to take it from him. It's Anthony Black. He will attack the rack, got it up and in, and one. And AB will head to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play. She steps up, we step aside 10 seconds. Let our stations identify themselves on the Magic Audio Network.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Free throw good for AB. How about 12 points and 9 rebounds, 3 assists this afternoon for Anthony Black. He's done a great job. Orlando back within 13, 89-76. Here's Kolek, rolling left. He'll kick it up top for Bridges. Backing down Jones. Spin move, jumpers up, and no good for Mikal Bridges. Robinson trying to tap it off the glass. He did, but AB snatched it up. 10th rebound of the day, first double-double of the season for Anthony Black. Finger roll falls off as he was trying to attack Robinson in transition, and that would have been a pretty transition move for Anthony Black, but couldn't figure it out. Magic still down 13, 89-76. Tyler Kolek, the runner. That one fell off, and Orlando's defense at least showed a little pride here after a rocky start to the fourth. Magic have forced a couple misses. AB will bring it 94 with 9:12 to play. Magic down to 37.8% shooting. And just 10 of 14 at the free throw line. They got to get to the rack a little bit more. Here's Jalen. He's listening. Inside out, up top for AB. Straight away 3, a clean look. That one's no good, though. And the rebound came down to Clarkson. Clarkson going to try to rip Jet Howard, and he traveled. Good job, Jet moving his feet. Magic forcing turnovers and misses on one end. Now it's time to convert. Orlando just 30 paint points today. And again, Paolo's already played 20 minutes. And Franz, a rough-looking injury in the first quarter. This is Jalen Suggs. Tries to split the double team. He's got Jet spotted up in the corner for 3. That one's no good. Got to have those. Rebound came down to Anunoby. Ahead to Clarkson. Mike Brown not playing around. He's going to check Brunson back in immediately. AB poked it away. Saved it out of bounds, but it went right back to Clarkson. Now it's Bridges. He'll step in for a floater. That one's no good. Robinson another offensive rebound. Jet stripped him, but he also fouled him. And Mitchell Robinson has done his job today. 13 rebounds in 25 minutes. 8 of them of the offensive variety. And as I mentioned, even still, 12 offensive rebounds today for New York, but only 9 second chance points. So there have been a couple of those 4 and 5 rebound possessions, but Orlando's defended well, especially in those instances. We'll get Brunson back out there. Hukporti, Anunoby, Clarkson, and Hart as well for Mike Brown. This is Anunoby on the inbound. Bain on his hip. Anunoby at the elbow. Jumper over Dallas, no good. Hukporti had a hand on the rebound. Didn't have two, and Bain took it away from him. Now Tyus Jones pushing. Gets to AB. Step through. Got by Clarkson. That Euro step for Anthony Black has turned into a thing of beauty. And AB is pouncing on this opportunity today. 14 points. Got 10 rebounds. 3 assists. And Orlando, in this game, they're down 11 with 7:50 to go. Now Brunson sees Jones in front of him, and he's licking his chops, trying to back down. Jalen comes with a double. Around the horn, Clarkson almost had it poked away, but Brunson relocates. Now Suggs the flyby. Wide open three for Jalen Brunson. No good. AB a man's rebound. He took it away from Anunoby. Now Black, 1-on-3, lost the handle, and Josh Hart came up with the steal. Hart trapped by Suggs, but got it over to Clarkson. He'll step in for a three. That's an air ball. Anunoby had it ripped away. Boy, they're letting him play. Now Desmond Bain and Suggs running back the other way. Suggs just trucked Jalen Brunson. No whistle. Black gets a three ball up. Missed it. Josh Hart the rebound, and Desmond Bain was like begging for a foul. He just reached over Hart's shoulder and hacked him hard. And I think he might have just been checking to make sure the whistles were working. So the foul on Bain is going to be his fourth. And with 7:09 remaining, Orlando still down 11, 89-78. Bridges will check back in, and Clarkson's going to take a seat. Boy, Clarkson, how often have you heard this? Jordan Clarkson played 16 minutes today. 0 for 4 from three-point range. Didn't score a point, and then he was plus 13 on the floor. I mean, Jordan Clarkson's been known for a long time as a dynamic scorer, but usually doesn't impact the game too positively if he's not scoring. Well, Suggs just poked away from Brunson. Magic with active hands here in the fourth, and Bain gets the run out. Up and in with the left hand. Magic down 89-80. And that the 10th turnover of the afternoon for New York. 6:40 remaining. Atlanta just trying to give themselves a shot. Here's Brunson. He's been quiet since about midway through the third, but I expect that to change. Dumped it off for Anunoby, who found Hukporti inside, and we're going to get a reach-in foul here. Based on the way we've been playing, yeah, that'll be on Carter. He did get a lot of ball, but it looked like he got some body as well on Hukporti. Magic on a 7-0 run right now to get this thing back to single digits, but Hukporti will step to the free throw line here. 17 minutes tonight for Hukporti. Hasn't made a shot, but a couple free throws, and did grab 6 rebounds. The officials. It's early for the officials, too. Yeah, you understand. Hukporti knocked down both free throws. He's 4 for 4 at the stripe. Knicks 13 of 15. And an 11-point New York advantage here. Jalen just threw it away. Bridges read that thing like a book. Pitch ahead to Anunoby, and he lost the handle, and Desmond Bain just grabbed it and threw the ball off of O.J. Anunoby hard. And flashbacks to earlier in the season in Philadelphia. Or Atlanta, I should say. Actually, it was both Philly and Atlanta. I think Dez lost his cool. And Anunoby was, I think, almost surprised by that. I think Bain was trying... I don't know what Bain was trying to do. He just chucked the ball really hard off O.J. Anunoby while he was in a heap underneath the basket. So we'll assess what this means for everybody, as the officials are not even at the replay monitor just yet and haven't really given you any kind of an indication as to what the call will be. Jalen was a little slow getting up. He looks like he's good to go. Haven't had a timeout indicated or anything yet from the officials here. .6:13 to play. Magic down 11. Here's Tony Brothers.
The ball was ruled out of bounds to Orlando. The play is being reviewed for a potential hostile act.
So the ruling originally, I'm trying to see if the ball stepped out of bounds first and foremost, because it looked like it was all still in bounds, and I don't believe the whistle was blown until Bane grabbed it and chucked it off of Anunoby. And to be clear, it's not like Bane was falling out of bounds and tried to save a possession, although I think that's what he originally argued, is his feet were planted well in bounds, and he seemed pretty well balanced. So I would assume this will be some sort of a hostile act. I'm most interested in whether or not the basketball belongs to Orlando after the punishment. As Jalen was streaking in, Anunoby lost the ball, and so Anunoby was trying to argue for a shooting foul, which I think it was a good no call. Here we go. Let's hear from Tony Brothers.
After review, the play where Baines throws the ball off the player is ruled a hostile act. Therefore, it's a technical foul for a physical taunt. New York will shoot one free throw, and it'll be Orlando's ball underneath the basket.
All right, there you go. So it's essentially the way that it was legislated in Atlanta when Bane, if you recall, is sort of took the ball out of midair and volleyball spiked it onto Onyeka Okongwu, and they assessed a technical foul on that one as well. And so it will just be a free throw. Probably could have been much worse. Bane's still on the floor. We'll have to see if this bubbles over anymore between he and Anunoby. Free throw good for Brunson, so 92-80. Still 6:13 to play here in the fourth quarter, and it will be Magic ball. And here we go. Paolo checks in. So Suggs, Banchero, AB, Wendell, and Desmond Bane on the floor. And Orlando down 12. Banchero up top. We're going to get a quick foul here. Anunoby and Anthony Black got tangled up. And now the officials be locked in, you would think. Foul's going to be on Anunoby as fourth. And that's the 13th foul against New York. Bane will toss it in. Up top for Black, back to Dez. Around the horn, it's Jalen. Back to Bane. And the Knicks fans letting him hear it. Banchero, straightaway three, a long one. Off the front of the rim, no good. Anunoby with the rebound. And he'll bring it. And Banchero fouls Anunoby at midcourt to try to get some subs here. Jalen Suggs, I think, is going to check out. Looks like he's grabbing below the waist and walking it off, and I think he's going to head to the locker room as well. So it's been that type of afternoon for Orlando. And Anunoby will take a seat. Yabusele back out there for Mike Brown. Brunson up top. Takes the screen from Huck Porty. And picks up his dribble at the elbow. Goes back to Huck Porty on the right wing. Now the hand to Josh Hart. He'll step in for a long two. That's up and good. 94-80 with 5:20 to go. And just based on the momentum swings here in the fourth quarter, doesn't feel like it's Orlando's afternoon. really on any front. Paulo, straight away. Ball fake. And it knocked away by Hard, but it's going to be a reach-in foul. That'll be the 14th foul assist to New York. Both teams will shoot the rest of the way. And Paulo's going to shoot on this one. They'll give him the gather. 3 of 10 from the field today for Paulo in 21 minutes. He's got 11 points, just 1 rebound, 2 assists. First free throw is up and good. Magic down 94-81 with 5:10 remaining. Orlando 11 of 15 at the stripe today, make it 12 of 16. Magic down 12. Stranger things have happened, but you're going to need some stops here as Jace Richardson is on the floor. Magic will try to apply a little pressure, but New York beats it easily. Now Bridges going to set up top. Banchero in front of him. Hart comes and sets a screen. Bridges dumps it down to Porty. Back up top for Hart. Shot clock's down to 5. Hart, 3 ball off the bounce. That's off, but the long rebound goes right to Jalen Brunson. Fresh 14 here for New York. Brunson going to rack on AB. Got to the left hand and flipped it up and in. And that's all Brunson's looking to do is get left. He did. And a big shot there. Lead back to 14. AB closed off at the free throw line. Gets to Jace Richardson. It's going to be an offensive foul as Mikal Bridges took the dive. Wendell will get hit for trying to send it down screen. Third personal on Carter Jr. And actually it was Brunson who ended up on the floor. Coach Mosey's going to challenge the call here. As Brunson kind of backing up. Wendell was pretty innocently, it seemed to me, trying to get to the front of the cup.
The ruling on the floor is an offensive foul on Carter. The play's been challenged by Orlando.
Backed his way into Dell's path and then threw himself to the floor. I would hope and expect this call to be overturned, but we shall see. Magic down 14. They're throwing stuff at the wall right now and hoping something sticks. 4:28 remaining. Challenge pending. We'll let you know how it rolls when we return to the Magic Audio Network.
At VyStar Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Magic fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. VyStar Credit Union, official credit union of the Orlando Magic. Visit VyStarCQ.org. Go Magic.
Introducing the Summit Broadband Promise. We're focused on fiber, Florida, and you. That means ultra-fast, reliable fiber internet built for the way Florida lives, works, and connects. And when you need us, our local teams are here, 24/7, 365. At Summit Broadband, it's not just about faster internet, it's a better experience every step of the way. Learn more at summitbb.com/promise. Official partner of the Orlando Magic.
This season, Organic is the winning team. Uncle Matt's Organic is proud to be the official organic orange juice sponsor of the Orlando Magic. What makes Uncle Matt's the ultimate MVP? They're America's #1 selling organic OJ, which is not only delicious, but nutritious without added sugar or any artificial ingredients. Uncle Matt's juices, teas, and lemonades are a better-for-you slam dunk. Grab your game day fuel with Uncle Matt's Organic. Available in stores nationwide. Learn more at UncleMatts.com. Uncle Matt's Organic. It's love at first sip.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Blocking foul assessed on Jalen Brunson. Wendell Carter Jr. will head to the line for 2. Another challenge win for Jamal Mosley. So, hey, at least we're winning something today. 96-82, 4:28 left to play in the fourth. Jake?
15 of 17, BK. We got to hold on to the wins today. definitely. So free throws coming for Dell. Magic down 14 with 4:30 to play, 4:28 to be exact. And the foul on Jalen Brunson will be his second. Carter Jr. Kind of a slow afternoon for Dell. 7 points now after that free throw makes. 6 rebounds. He's had 3 assists in 31 minutes. Second free throw good as well. Makes it 96-84. 12-point deficit here with 4:30 to play. It's an eternity. Need a few stops or turnovers, though. And New York has done a pretty good job tonight in that regard. Only 9 miscues for the Knicks. Always very under control in the half court, especially where this guy's involved. Brunson backing down. He'll go up top for Hart. Spot up 3 is off. Rebound snatched out of the air by Wendell Carter Jr. Desmond Bain trying to go quick. Here come the Boos. Gives to Jace Richardson. He'll attack, and wow. Kel Bridges read that one the entire time and swatted that thing, I think, right into Celebrity Rose. It's Susie Essman down there, or the Rizzler? I think the Rizzler ended up with that one. AB will toss it in. Up top for Banchero. Paulo backing down Hart. Drop step baseline, goes to AB in the corner. 3-ball way off, but the offensive rebound for Bain. Paulo's got a wide open look for 3 to knock that one down. So Banchero, 16 points tonight in 23 minutes. Orlando back with the 9, 96-87. Brunson beats the trap. It's over to Anunoby. Back up top now for OG. He'll attack, leaves it for Huck Porty. Inside out, goes back to Hart. Knicks tossing it around the perimeter. This time Anunoby got by Wendell. Nobody stepped up, and he throws it down with 2 hands. That felt like a bit of an exclamation point. Lead back to 11. 3:13 to play. Paulo backing down Anunoby. Post off in the lane. Goes up top for AB. Black gets Jace in the corner. He'll raise up a 3. That's up and good. Jace Richardson. No matter what arena he's in, he's got the green light, and he's a shooter. Magic down 8, 98-90. Hudson pitches it ahead to Hart. To Bridges, into the corner, Anunoby. He'll try the 3, and he got it. He's too good a shooter to pass on that one, even if he wanted to kill a little clock. Lead back to 11, 101-90. Bain on the left wing. Goes up top. Dell steps in for a wide open 3. That one's off. And Hart grabs the rebound. Pitch ahead to Brunson. New York still attacking. And Jalen says, you know what, let me slow this up. So Brunson picks up his dribble, gets it over to Hart, top of key. Now Bridges will try a right wing 3. That one was off, but Huck Porty the offensive rebound. Pitches up top for Brunson. And Brunson will hold it away from Desmond Bain. And now Brunson got shoved into the front row. Bain got poked in the eye. Brunson just shoved Mosley a little bit. Now those two have a very, very old, friendly relationship. So I think that was friendly as Jamal was helping his former player up. But what are we going to get here from the officials?
Ruling on the floor, defensive foul. The player is being reviewed for potential hostile act.
So they're going to check for another hostile act from Bain here. I guess from Brunson? He uses that off arm liberally, and I think he should be called for several more offensive fouls than he's ever called for. But there's nothing dirty about that. He was trying to get away from Desmond Bain.
After review, the call on the floor is upheld, just a defensive foul.
Yeah, okay. So the foul will be Desmond Bain's 5th. Magic over the limit, so we will have free throws here for Brunson. Working on his 11th 30-plus point game of the season. That leads the league. And with 2:04 remaining, Magic staring on the barrel of loss number 10 this season. And the Knicks, almost unbeatable in this building. They'll be 13-1 at Madison Square Garden. Jonathan Isaac will check in. Noah Penda as well. Tristan, Jet Howard, and Jace will be your closing five. First free throw for Brunson is up, and that one falls off. New York this afternoon, 14 of 17 at the free throw line. Second one is good for Brunson. And so a 12-point game here with 2 minutes to go. Here's Jace. Left wing for Penda. He'll attack. Nice dump off for Isaac, who throws it down with two hands. And Magic back within 10. 102-92. Howard and De Silva applying a little pressure as Bridges gets it up the floor. Beat the trap, and Anunoby beat everybody. Dumped it off for Porty. He'll dunk it down. 104-92, and the Knicks totally comfortable exchanging buckets here, but that's going to be over and back as Tristan De Silva couldn't handle the handoff. And Tristan's going to want to burn the tape of this one. So Mike Brown will empty out the bench. New York's going to move to 16-7 on the season. Yeah, good for Mike Brown. I'm glad he landed in a good spot. Certainly the best head coach Sacramento had in 10, 15 years, and that wasn't good enough for them. So here he is with a championship-level roster. Tyler Kolek has checked in. Huck Porty stays out there. Yabusele as well. And then we got Muhammad Diawara and Kosan Agwoma. Ball poked out of bounds by De Silva. It'll be Tyler Kolek taking it on the baseline, and we're going to have a replay review. So we'll take a quick break as Coach Mosley challenges the out-of-bounds call. Magic down 12 with a $1.24 to play. Right back to MSG in just a moment on the Magic Audio Network.
Introducing the Summit Broadband Promise. We're focused on fiber, Florida, and you. That means ultra-fast, reliable fiber internet built for the way Florida lives, works, and connects. And when you need us, our local teams are here, 24/7, 365. At Summit Broadband, it's not just about faster internet, it's a better experience every step of the way. Learn more at summitbb.com/promise, official partner of the Orlando Magic.
Welcome back to Orlando Magic basketball. About to wrap this one up on a Sunday afternoon, 104-92. Jamal Mosley, you can throw in the challenge flag once again. We get a $1.24 left to go in this game. He wins this one too, Jake. I mean, at this point, this is just stat padding. I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah, exactly, BK. Look, Jamal Mosley, we kind of chuckle about it. Right now, it's a 12-point game. A, stranger things have happened, and B, it's not preseason, and you got guys who aren't, who are on your training camp roster on the floor. These are valuable minutes for Noah Penda and for Jace Richardson, et cetera, et cetera. So Coach Mosley wants to do right by them, and you get it. And I think he was right on this one. It looked like Yabusele touched it last. Which, give credit to the coaching staff down there as well for the quick draw on the tablet review. Mir Bahur is the man with the indicator and the tablet as well. And all right, I've seen it 12 times. How many times does Tony Brothers didn't see it? As Wise fans making their way for the exits already.
After review, the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by New York. Therefore, it'll be Orlando's ball underneath the basket. It'll be 1:25 on the game clock and 24 on the 24-second clock.
So Coach Mosley, best in the biz as far as the challenges go. 16-2 now this year. And the Magic will have it side out. Chase Richardson will toss it in with 1:25 remaining. And here we go. Richardson threw it away. Or actually, it trickled across the floor to Noah Penda. Now Penda raises up a three off the bounce. That's off the back of the rim. No good. Steps in, gets his own board. Dump off to Jason Hill. Flip it up and in. Good things happen when Noah Penda and Jace Richardson are on the floor. Magic down 10 here, 104-94. Uwoma gets it over to Yabusele. He threw it away. Richardson to steal. He'll run up, dunk it down with two hands. 104-96 with a minute to go. Magic still applying that pressure. There's Uwoma again. Into the corner, Yabusele. This time he attacks, and he's fouled hard. So if Gershon Yabusele boots a couple free throws here, then this is going to get interesting. He is a 50% free throw shooter so far this season. First free throw is up and good, Yabusele. Knicks 16 of 19 at the stripe this afternoon. And as a team, top 10 in the league, just under 81% as a group. Jordan Clarkson's going to check in here for New York for Porty. Yabusele, 7, 8, 9, 10 dribbles. And he gets it to go. Kid took his time. Can't complain about that. Leads back to 10. It's 106-96 with 52 seconds to go. Richardson, he'll try a three straight away off the bounce. That one's in and out, no good. Isaac and Yabusele fighting for the rebound. We're going to get a loose ball foul on Gershon Yabusele. And this building's got hockey in it tonight, so this game doesn't end soon. You're going to get a conversions guy, I think, tackling Tony Brothers. Here's Isaac at the free throw line. 10 minutes today for J.I. First free throw is good. Knicks have 2 timeouts left. Just saying. I don't know if they're going to. Paul Schrager might not let me back in the building if I'm talking like that. J.I. misses the second free throw. Penn to the rebound, and he flips it up and in. And why wouldn't this turn into a basketball game? 106-99. Jet Howard pressuring Kolek as he tries to get it across. And he just barely does. Finds Diawara. He's in trouble. But he finds Jordan Clarkson stuck behind everybody. Smokes the layup, though. De Silva came up with it. 30 seconds left. Magic down 7. Jace Richardson. You make a shot here, and this is going to be something. Penda, back to Jace. He'll attack. Got by the defender Yabusele. Got the ball up on the rim. He is fouled. Free throws coming for Jace Richardson with 19 seconds left. And Orlando down 7. And that thing hung around on the back of the rim for a moment. If it had dropped, we would have been even more surprised and gobsmacked, just like everybody in this place right now. There's still several thousand people here, and they're all a little confused about what to think. Jalen Brunson just got up off the bench, and Richardson misses the first free throw off the front of the rim. Mike Brown is not playing games. Bridges and Brunson back out there. And this feels a little bit different than it did in Boston when you went down 20-something points in the third quarter and the bench guys got you back within 6. It was a 26-point deficit brought down to 6. If you get close in this game, I suppose there's a slim chance you throw Desmond Bane back in there for a final possession, maybe Paolo as well. But these guys, at the very least, have played hard, and I think they deserve the chance to close it out. Richardson's second free throw is up and good. 106-100. Hart trying to get it in. He finds Clarkson with a dangerous pass. Then they'll get it over to Brunson. And it's going to be an over and back as Clarkson didn't give Brunson enough time to establish himself. So the Knicks turn it over, and you just heard the collective groan. Clarkson had it. Oh, boy, that was close. And I don't know about that one. But you can't challenge. And so Orlando gets it in. Here's De Silva trying to go quickly with Brunson defending him. Got it up on the rim. Missed it. But we're going to have a loose ball foul here. The Knicks are, as opposed to defending and rebounding, they're just fouling. I mean, they're just... And now they're accusing the officials of making up calls to keep the game closed, it sounds like. Nobody's happy down on the floor right now, but Noah Penda's going to shoot 2 free throws, down 6 with 10.3 seconds left. First one is off. And Josh Hart, I believe, is yelling, "The ball don't lie." Huck Porty checked back in as Yabusele takes a seat. And Penda misses the free throw on purpose. Got it back, gets it over to Jace. He'll raise up a 3 in the corner. That's no good. Long rebound. Clarkson's got a hand on it. Penda tips it to Jace once again. And this game's going to end as Howard gets a 3 up. But not without a little bit of interest down the stretch. A little intrigue as well. Orlando falls 106-100 to the New York Knicks. The big news, Franz Wagner's injury. We'll get you updated as soon as we know anything. Probably won't be before we go off the air, but Franz, 7 minutes on the floor, took a nasty spill and ended up checking out, needing help off the floor. A lower left leg injury for Wagner. And that will be the story of this afternoon. Magic fall to the Knicks 106-100. BK's got Magic wrap-up coming up. I'll wrap things up with him, and we'll go from there. 106-100 here at MSG, the final score. You heard it here on the Magic Audio Network.
You've been listening to Orlando Magic Basketball.
Just matchup hunting right now. Here's Franz. Loose into the lane. Gets the Gomez. He'll knock it down with 2 hands.
Magic Basketball is brought to you all season long by Advent Health, the official healthcare provider of the Orlando Magic.
Sweeps his way through the lane. Fadeaway jumper no good. Wendell the rebound, though. Forces it up and in and one. That's Dell.
This is the Orlando Magic Audio Network.
And that's another bucket for the Magic, putting them over 110 points. You know what that means? It's Big Buford time.
When the Magic score 110 or more points, you win the next day. When you buy a regular price Big Buford combo at Checkers, you get another combo free with your rewards app. That's right, because when the Magic score big, so do you. Let's go!
Available exclusively on the Checkers and Rallies app. See rewards wallet in app for details. Each combo includes medium fries and medium soft drink. Valid at participating Orlando area locations only while supplies last. Offer may not be available via third-party delivery services.
Since 1927, Gallagher has been serving the communities where we live and work. We partner with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and benefit solutions that prepare them for what's next. Whether you're on Main Street or across the globe, we're ready to help you take on any challenge. As a proud partner of the Orlando Magic, we bring that same commitment to Orlando and all of Florida, dedicated to partnering with you to face the future with confidence. Learn more at ajg.com. Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner.
This is Magic Wrap-Up, the postgame show.
Jumpers up, in and out, no good. Wendell, the putback is up and good. Pritchard and White on the floor complaining, and Wendell running back down the floor with a bucket in hand.
Magic Wrap-Up is brought to you by Taruya Law, your legal partner in life.
Foul picked up by Neesmith. Centers it, got right into the lane. Finger rolls up and good. He's too small for him.
And now, the host of Magic Wrap-Up, Brandon Kravitz.
Well, this midday affair did not go our way today in Madison Square Garden. Welcome into Magic Wrap-Up, presented by Taruya Law, your legal partner in life. 106-100, the final score. Rough day at the office for the Orlando Magic. Franz Wagner took a hard foul 7 minutes into the game. He was helped back to the locker room and then quickly ruled out. Still, the team held a 1-point advantage headed into the second half, but the Knicks made quick work of that, a 9-0 run to start the third quarter, and that would serve as a precursor to the rest of the game. 82-73 advantage for the Knicks heading into the final frame. They went on a 16-3 run in that span. It was the end of quarter number 3, start of quarter number 4, led by up to 16, and they were cruising from there until the Magic made it interesting. The Magic took the first 2 against the Knicks, by the way. They owed us one, and they gave it to us here. But the Magic, as I mentioned, made it interesting at the end. The Knicks seemed to pack it in a little bit too early out there in NYC. Same result, though. The Magic wind up falling in this one by 6. Looked like it was going to be uglier, but an L is an L is an L. 14-10 now on the year for the Magic, and will finish the regular season 2-1 against the New York Knicks. However, there is potential, I would say a very high potential, of these two teams meeting again. If both win their NBA Cup knockout round matchup, the Knicks with Toronto, us with the Miami Heat, then the Magic and the Knicks will play in Las Vegas as they head to the quarterfinals. However, if both teams lose, they will meet in a makeup game. So those are the scenarios. Let's welcome in Magic Radio voice Jake Chapman as we wrap this one up. Let's start with the injury to Franz Wagner early on in this game. It did not look good. Knee buckled as he took that hard foul and had to be helped back to the locker room. I fear the worst and hope for the best in this particular situation.
Yeah, same, BK. I didn't have the best angle of the lower half from up here based on what I've been able to gather during commercial breaks on social media, etc. It doesn't sound like it looked particularly good. Hopefully it's one of those things that looked worse than it was, and you're not talking about a long-term injury here, because that would make 2 straight seasons that you felt like your year has been derailed somewhat by serious injuries to either your best players, 2 of your best players, 3 of your best players. In the case of last year, it's been a rough go since the beginning of last season.
For sure. And if it is worst case scenario, what I don't want to hear from anybody is anything about conditioning or the strength and performance staff. I hear the same conversations every time there's significant time missed from a star player, and this goes back years for the Orlando Magic. It just feels somewhat snake bit in that way. This was a really rough way to hit the floor, and it is nothing more complicated than that. It was an unfortunate fall from Franz Wagner, and hopefully this is as serious as that conversation will be. We'll see what happens, and we'll give you an update when we get it. Paolo's still on that minutes limit, and you know that once Franz goes out, you'd love to be able to say, okay, let's ramp up Paolo Banchero here, but you have to look at this from a long-term perspective. And, Jake, I think it put Jamal Mosley in a really tough spot, because you know that he wanted to play Paolo a little more, and I'm sure Paolo wanted to be out there extended time as well.
Yeah, and with that said, BK, he played 24 minutes. He played 20 the other night, right? So I think this is probably the plan no matter what. You can't just say, okay, go out there and play 28 or 30, because you're right. Like, there are a lot of – going back to what you just said real quick, like, anybody who would make that sort of a claim or an accusation as far as the training staff goes doesn't listen to anything that any player, including ex-players, have to say about the facilities at the Advent Health Training Center, and the amount of resources that are dumped into not just our wellness team and player performance staff, but everybody's across the league. It's an arms race. So no, if you're the one team that doesn't dump money into that department and into put resources into player performance, then you will hear about it from the players themselves. So that would be ridiculous. With all that said, I think you have a situation here where, with Paolo coming back, there are a whole lot of there's a whole lot of input as far as what the minutes limit should be and where we're at right now. It wouldn't be Jamal Mosley and Paolo Banchero the only 2 people making that decision. So when you set those numbers as guys are coming back off injury, especially high-profile guys like Paolo, that plan is pretty much set in stone heading into the game.
Did the game feel different at all based on the early start? I'm always curious. These guys are such night owls because they're used to playing at night, going out at night, traveling late at night, and then to have a game start, you have to start the ramp-up period a couple of hours before you actually tip it up. So it's an early morning for these guys. Do you notice that when you're out there?
It's funny. I asked Quentin Richardson that question riding down in the elevator today. He said it takes it back to AAU. He said all these guys are young enough. It wasn't that long ago that they were playing 2 and 3 games a day and playing at 10 o'clock in the morning. And even if you go to college and you think about afternoon starts, for anybody who did play college for more than a year, I think they're a little bit more used to it than we would expect. And with that said, also BK, the regimen is pretty normal. Like if you get into New York and you got a game the next day, you got to be out for shoot around anyways, right? And so I think you get up and you go into the gym. It's just you're playing a game as opposed to going through a walkthrough.
Right. This Desmond Bain situation, I was surprised, honestly, that he didn't get ejected. Were you surprised after throwing the ball at OG Anunoby?
Hey, BK, real quick, let's go down here for Jamal Moses.
Get back to Orlando.
Tough is it for a guy that does everything right and gives as much as he can?
I mean, you never want to see anybody go down, but that hurt my heart watching him hit the floor. But I'm just praying that everything is going to be okay with him. But again, you just don't like to see that happen to anyone, especially Boogie who does everything, trying to do everything the right way at all times as he's on the floor.
How would you evaluate the season he's had to this point?
Pardon me?
How would you evaluate the season he's had to this point?
I mean, it's a long NBA season, so I think you evaluate it in different waves. We take ours in 5-game series.
I mean, Franz specifically.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the entire team.
Yeah.
Franzi, I think Franzi's been great. I think he's, just continuing to step up to the plate and doing everything that we ask him to do, beginning on the defensive end of the floor, taking on different challenges, stepping on the offensive end with confidence. The things that he's great at doing is getting downhill, attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line, stepping into a shot with confidence. I mean, he's been great for us this year.
Is it especially frustrating? You guys just got Ben Carroll back, back to full strength effectively, and now one of your better players again goes down.
We've been here before, and that's the thing about it, that you always lean on the things that have happened in the past a little bit to take that experience, but we've got to learn from it. What are we going to do and how are we going to play? Again, you don't want to see anybody go down, but we talked about our depth and our defense being our strong suit, so our guys are going to have to step up to the plate, depending on how long guys are out for.
Seeing something like that happen obviously has impact on guys. How did you think your group handled it and responded?
I think it took a minute for us to respond, which is natural. When one of your brothers goes down, it takes a moment. Like I said, my heart hurt as soon as he went down, so it's hard to get yourself back in that space. But our guys, I think, as time went on, they got themselves back into it, and then even that last group came in, and they fought their way back into this game, no matter what's happening, because we play to that, that final buzzer goes off.
Did you like the 3-point looks you guys were able to get tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of when you say a lot of it is a make-miss league in this situation. You shoot 28% from the 3 and 67% from the free throw line. You got to give yourself a chance. I mean, this is a team that, consistently has been putting up big first quarter numbers. They had 35 in that first, but it's also a team that's also going on average, 120 at points. So to hold them to 106 and rely on our defense is something that we got to continue to hang our hat on. But again, when you step on the floor and you step into your shot, you got to do it with confidence.
Third time seeing the Knicks already this season, this time without Towns. What was different about them playing without Cat?
I mean, I think they ran a lot of the same sets, but some of their stuff was more pick and roll heavy. Getting Jalen to come back to the basketball. He got himself going early at the free throw line, to start. But I think a lot of it was more pick and roll than it is off ball.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
There you go, BK. Jamal Mosley here at Madison Square Garden.
Yes, indeed. I was going to ask you before we heard from Coach Mosley, and I think good to hear his perspective. Unfortunate, the injury to Franz Wagner. We'll find out more information when we get it, but just the heart sinking and thinking about the person more than the player speaks to his character. But Desmond Bain continues to throw basketballs at opposing players. Were you surprised that didn't lead to an ejection, it being such an obvious toss? And I don't know if it rises hostile act, like you're not going to hurt somebody, but it's just, I guess, a form of taunting that I would think would lead to an ejection. I was just surprised to see it.
if I recall, in Atlanta, it did not lead to an ejection. I think they just assessed the technical foul on that one, and it may have been his second. I don't remember exactly how that panned out, but I think that I guess we're getting used to it. But no, I feel like when you throw the ball at a guy, it's now a technical foul. I think that's where it stands in the rule book, and for some reason we're getting a lot of experience of how they assess that.
Yes, indeed we are. Well, hopefully we get good news on Franz, and we bring you back to Orlando and get a win on Tuesday. Thanks so much, my friend.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.
Magic take on the Miami Heat on Tuesday. NBA Cup action, knockout round. Magic win that one. They'll head to Vegas, and we'll see what they can do from there. We'll continue to analyze this one. 106-100. Magic fall to the New York Knicks. Back at it on the Magic Audio Network.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance company, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Focus on getting better and let us take care of everything else. Our experienced team will get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
Start your engines. Welcome to Rockville. Returns to Daytona International Speedway May 7th through 10th with Foo Fighters. My Chemical Romance. Guns N' Roses. And Bring Me the Horizon. Plus, Alice Cooper, Turnstile, Five Finger Death Punch, The Offspring, Breaking Benjamin, A Day to Remember, Godsmack, Stained, and so many more. The world center of rock. Welcome to Rockville. Brings 4 days of non-stop action to Daytona Beach, May 7th through 10th. 4 days, single day, premium passes, and camping are on sale now. Get yours at welcometorockville.com, starting at only $1 down.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. TheNickleyGroup.com.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise, pickleball, all indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit CrushYard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we could preserve it before it disappears. Orlando.
Follow us on Instagram at 96.9 The Game.
You Magic fans, it all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Magic and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Orlando Magic tickets at Ticketmaster. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/magic.
Welcome back to Magic Wrap Up, presented by Taruya Law. We had ourselves a little rock fight out in New York City today. 106-100 was the final score. The Knicks walk out with their 16th win of the season, 16-7 now on the year. The Magic fall to 14-10. Jalen Brunson scored 30 on the day, 38 minutes played, 10 of 20 from the field, or 10 of 23 rather, 1 of 7 from long range. That three ball wasn't there. He still got the 30. His way of navigating that mid-range is something of a work of art. OG Anunoby, 21 points scored on 8 of 14 shooting, 3 steals on the day as well, as he is one to do. Mitchell Robinson had to pick up the rebounding duties along with Josh Hart, with Karl Anthony Towns out today. It's his first miss of the season. 25 rebounds between the two of them. 13 for Robinson, 12 for Josh Hart. Not a lot of bench production. You don't often get that with the New York Knicks, but the Magic did not shoot the ball well today. 38% from the field, 29% from three-point range. Jalen Suggs led the way with 17 points. He wound up going to the locker room for a leg injury. It was late in the game, so we'll keep an eye on that. It was not as scary a situation, I can tell you that, as far as what we are looking at with Franz Wagner. We're waiting for an update on that, but he had to be helped back to the locker room, and he looked like he was in a ton of pain. So you never want to see that, especially for a player that I think Franz had very much solidified himself as an all-star with the way that he has played. He's the team's leading scorer. The Magic are one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, and to have the rug yanked out from under him again, and then in sort of a weird irony, it is exactly a year to the day that we found out that Franz was going to miss extended time because of an oblique injury, December 7th. So something about this date, something about playing against the Knicks. Every time the Magic play against the New York Knicks, something weird's going on. Paolo got hurt the first time. Jamal Mosley dealt with an illness the second time. And now this injury with Franz Wagner. 106-100, the final score. We'll hand out our post-game superlatives when we return. You're listening to Magic Basketball.
Magic fans, save all season long at Take 5 Oil Change. Just wear your Orlando Magic gear and save 25% on your oil change. No technical fouls, no overtime. Just drive in, stay in your car, and roll out. You'll be game day ready in 10 minutes flat. Staying on top of your car care shouldn't put you on the bench. Take 5 makes it as easy as a layup. Visit take5.com to find a location near you. Offer valid through June 1st, 2026. Terms and conditions apply. Valid only at participating locations. From sleigh season to Magic season, Eustace Roofing keeps every home covered in Orlando. No leaks, no cracks, just solid defense against Florida weather. So before the next storm or Santa's next stop, call the pros at Eustace Roofing, located right here in College Park. Eustace Roofing, an official roofing partner of the Orlando Magic. Strong enough for reindeer and a slam dunk for your home. Call us for a free roof analysis.
Orlando Magic fans, this one's for you. Waters Car Wash is an official car wash of the Orlando Magic, and they have a slam dunk deal just for you. Visit the Orlando Magic website to score a free car wash at participating Waters locations. Fans can also redeem their first wash free by texting Waters to 55255. Don't miss out on making your car the MVP with Waters Car Wash, where the magic happens on and off the court. Visit the Orlando Magic website today and drive away feeling like a winner.
Hey, it's the Goodrick Spiro, official mover of your Orlando Magic. And when it's time for your next move, trust the brand the Magic trusts, Goodrick. Whether it's across town or across the country, no job is too big or too small. Go to Goodrick.com to book your best move today and receive your welcome home gift box valued at $2,000. That's Goodrick.com for Goodrick Moving and Storage, official movers of the Orlando Magic.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
We've all been there. You hold on to a coupon, hoping to cash it in at the store, but then you forget about it. And suddenly you've got a mountain of useless expired coupons.
Do you think this one's still good? Free milk.
Oh, mate, that expired in 1993.
Dang it.
Fortunately, there are better ways to save money, like by switching to Geico. You could save about $900 on car insurance without ever touching a coupon.
Ooh, how about this one? Half off floppy disks.
Now, you should try a bit of spring cleaning.
It feels good to save big. It feels good to Geico.
Welcome back to Magic Wrap-Up, presented by Taruya Law, your legal partner in life. 106-100, the final score. All of our attention now turns to a Franz Wagner injury update, hoping for the best possible outcome there. We'll give you word on that as soon as we get it. As Jake mentioned earlier in the broadcast, I don't think that we're going to know that. I'm pretty positive we're not going to know anything until he gets back to Orlando. That was the first thing that we read, that the team was going to reevaluate his situation when they came back to Orlando. So probably have a better idea come tomorrow on that. But Magic fall to 14-10 on the season and hope to stitch things together for what looks like could be a Franz absence. And he's been playing out of his mind this season It'd be really unfortunate to not be able to continue that campaign for Franz, who on the season has been the Orlando Magic's leading scorer, 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 49% from the field, and has been the unquestioned leader as he's had to step up with Paolo missing time. Now you get Paolo back. He's still on a minutes restriction, and it's just it's a gut punch to the organization if indeed he has to miss extended time. We'll get to our post-game superlatives in just a moment. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Magic Audio Network.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Let's hand out our post-game superlatives presented by Advent Health, official team physicians for your Orlando Magic. We'll start with our sub of the game. Hard to really find one that I was in love with here because, well, the Magic lost, so, you don't want to just hand out freebies. Although Anthony Black did have 14 points and 11 rebounds. He was a -5 in the box and also missed 10 shots, 1 of 7 from three-point range, so didn't quite qualify. I don't have exact criteria here, but slightly more efficiency. And then you look at the side of the winners. You rarely get a great bench performance from the Knicks. It's just not the way that this team is built. Even in a win, they only had 20 points overall from the backups, but it was the Frenchman, Gershon Yabusele, that knocked down 2 huge threes.
Yabusele is going to try to get 3 back, and he does. And New York takes a 1-point lead as the big man from France knocks down the corner triple. New York, the best team in the league at making corner threes.
And they did that throughout the course of the night. Yabusele with 8 points in today's game. We had 6 corner threes that were made from the Knicks, which is just above their season average. I guess not all that bad when you consider they had 4 of those 6 at halftime. As for performance of the game, Jalen Brunson, he averages 28 a night, one of the highest averages in the NBA. And today he was even better than normal.
Robinson holds it up top, gets to Brunson. De Silva fighting over the screen. Brunson backs down, fadeaway jumper from the elbow. That's up and good. And Jalen Brunson is smoking the Magic right now.
That he did. 10 of 23 from the field, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, 30 points, 9 assists, all of their offense coming from Jalen Brunson here today. Shout out to our Taruya Law defender of the night, OG Anunoby, a steals merchant in the NBA, one of the best at it, finished with 3 in today's game. And he will also lead us to our play of the game because while the Magic did make things slightly more interesting than what the Knicks bargained for with the 16-point advantage they had at one point in the second half, it was OG Anunoby that would slam the door shut with this exclamation point.
For OG, he'll attack, leaves it for Huck Porty, inside out, goes back to Hart. Knicks tossing it around the perimeter. This time Anunoby got by Wendell, nobody stepped up, and he throws it down with 2 hands. That felt like a bit of an exclamation point. Lead back to 11, 3:13 to play.
And that was it. 106-100, the final score. Magic just simply not efficient enough on the offensive end, even though they held the Knicks to 106. Got to make your buckets. And the Magic will fall to 14-10 on the year because of it. We'll come back home against the Miami Heat on Tuesday as part of the in-season tournament. We'll detail that when we return right here on the Magic Audio Network. Here we go. Down by 2. Just need another 3.
Let's go, Magic!
He got it off. That's good.
Yes! Let's go!
Free Small Frosty Classic.
Let's go, Magic!
The Magic scored their 10th three, which means you score a Small Frosty Classic free with purchase. Head to any participating Wendy's within 48 hours of the game to get yours. Because the only thing smoother than our shooting is a Frosty. Limited time only.
Hey, Magic fans, when you're heading out to the Kia Center or anytime you're away from your business, commercial, or residential property, or you have a special event and you want to be sure that you're well protected, contact American Protection Services and Investigations, proud partner of the Orlando Magic. For a full list of our security services, dial 833-4-APSI. Over 30 years in the business, your safety is our top priority because your business is our business.
RingCentral's AI receptionist uses voice AI to answer on the first ring, so you'll never miss a call again. In just a few minutes, you can personalize your own AI receptionist to answer questions, route calls, schedule appointments, and even send texts in multiple languages. Plus, it's easy to scale. Create unlimited AI receptionists across any phone system. It's all powered by one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
This season, organic is the winning team. Uncle Matt's Organic is proud to be the official organic orange juice sponsor of the Orlando Magic. What makes Uncle Matt's the ultimate MVP? They're America's #1 selling organic OJ, which is not only delicious, but nutritious without added sugar or any artificial ingredients. Uncle Matt's juices, teas, and lemonades are a better-for-you slam dunk. Grab your game day fuel with Uncle Matt's Organic. Available in stores nationwide. Learn more at UncleMatts.com. Uncle Matt's Organic, it's love at first sip.
Since 1927, Gallagher has been serving the communities where we live and work. We partner with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and benefit solutions that prepare them for what's next. Whether you're on Main Street or across the globe, we're ready to help you take on any challenge. As a proud partner of the Orlando Magic, we bring that same commitment to Orlando and all of Florida, dedicated to partnering with you to face the future with confidence. Learn more at ajg.com. Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner.
This is Paula Banchero from the Orlando Magic. I'm teaming up with Advent Health and their Be a Mind Leader program to help all of us feel supported when it comes to mental health. Sometimes, all it takes is 2 words. You good? You don't have to be a pro to make a difference. Just check in and start the conversation with your family and friends. Learn more at beamindleader.com. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Wrapping things up here on Magic Wrap Up, 106-100, the final score. They say it's a make or miss league. Well, the Magic were on the missed side of that equation. 38% from the field, 29% from three-point range. In a game where they just lost by 6, those little differences in the percentages. Because it's not like the Knicks shot the ball that well today either. 43% from the field, 31% from three-point range. They did knock down 5 more free throws. And in a 6-point game, well, that definitely actually it was just 1 more free throw. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong portion of the box score. But 66% from the free throw line for the Magic. That is not going to cut it. Not in a game that winds up this close. It was a 16-point advantage in the second half for the New York Knicks, but the Magic showed no quit here tonight as they tried to mount a heroic comeback, but not able to do it. It was a rough day at the office for the Magic. Franz took a hard foul 7 minutes into the game, was helped back to the locker room, quickly ruled out in this one, and it was an 82-73 advantage for the Knicks headed to the final frame. They went on a 16-3 run that spanned the end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, and as I mentioned, led by as much as 16 before they cruised to a victory. And, oh, by the way, Desmond Bane threw a ball at OG Anunoby. Let's head down the road, presented by Advent Health, official healthcare provider of your Orlando Magic. Next up, Tuesday night at Kia Center against the Miami Heat. That one is an NBA Cup game, and so if the Magic win that, it's win in advance at this point. No more complicated differentials or round-robin scenarios. You win, you keep playing, and you'll keep playing in Las Vegas over the weekend. Semifinal game against the winner of the Raptors and the Knicks, and then if you were to win that one, then you play the winner coming out of the Western Conference. We've seen the Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks win the first 2 NBA Cups. So prestigious in that you have LeBron, you have Giannis that have hoisted the cup, and the Magic would love to enter into that mix. So we'll find out what transpires next on Tuesday. Then there will be a makeup game if the Magic were to lose and they're not playing continuations inside of the in-season tournament. So we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. And then it is a 5-game road trip out west. Denver, Utah, Golden State, and the Portland Trailblazers that will wrap 2 days before the Christmas break. So a lot still to get to before we wrap up the 2025 portion of the NBA calendar. And we have you covered all the way through here on the Magic Audio Network. Time for us to call it a night. Special thanks to the crew, our play-by-play voice on the call, Jake Chapman, our grad associate, Chrissy Birdsall, producer, Jaden Grimes. I'm your host, Brandon Kravitz. We appreciate you tuning in today. 106-100, the final score. The Knicks walk out on top. We'll see you back here Tuesday night for Cup action on the Magic Audio Network.
You've been listening to Magic Wrap-Up, the postgame show.
This is Franz on the inbound, attacking again, finishing again, and he's headed to the free throw line. Fourth quarter, Franz has arrived.
Magic Wrap-Up was brought to you by Taruya Law, your legal partner in life. This has been an exclusive presentation of the Orlando Magic. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved. This is the Orlando Magic Audio Network.
And that's another bucket for the Magic, putting them over 110 points. You know what that means? It's Big Buford time.
When the Magic score 110 or more points, you win the next day. When you buy a regular price Big Buford combo at Checkers, you get another combo free with your rewards app. That's right, because when the Magic score big, so do you. Let's go!
Available exclusively on the Checkers and Rallies app. See Rewards Wallet in app for details. Each combo includes medium fries and medium soft drink. Valid at participating Orlando area locations only while supplies last. Offer may not be available via third-party delivery services.
When Magic fans need to make a little magic in their relationship, they always turn to IDC, International Diamond Center. IDC is the exclusive jeweler of the Orlando Magic, where fans, players, and staff go for the best bling for the best value. With showrooms all over Florida, IDC smashes the competition with direct importer prices, a massive selection, the strongest warranty, all the premium designer brands, and a solid reputation for honesty and integrity. Get store hours, locations, and more at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, where Orlando gets engaged.
Winning on the court takes teamwork, and at Taruya Law, we bring that same spirit to serving our clients. As an official law firm of the Orlando Magic, we're proud to be your legal partner in life. Whether you need support with immigration law, personal injury, business matters, family, or criminal law, Taruya Law stands with you every step of the way. Trust us to fight for you, just like the Magic fight on the court. Visit TaruyaLaw.com or call 407-545-4747 today, and let's win together.
Hey, Orlando Magic fans! Looking for the ultimate Orlando Magic watch party experience? Look no further than Stadium Club, the newest and most immersive sports bar in Orlando. With a mind-blowing 360-degree wraparound screen and over 100 HD TVs, you won't miss a single play. Plus, score big with unbeatable food and drink specials during every game. Stadium Club is the ultimate good time and an official partner of the Orlando Magic. Check out StadiumClub.com. That's StadiumClub.com.
At Five Star Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Magic fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. Five Star Credit Union, official credit union of the Orlando Magic. Visit 5starcu.org. Go Magic.
Thank you so much for listening to this exclusive broadcast of Orlando Magic basketball. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
The NFL. Find TCL at all major retailers. TCL. Bigger, brighter, better holidays. Select models, limited time. See all major retailers for details.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit Tremfya.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker. The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2. Crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BOUNCE to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out. Wow, that's on the green, man. Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BOUNCE to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies. Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Stay home and save big online during Lowe's December Deal Drops. All rewards members get free standard shipping. Shop Lowe's.com December Deal Drops today. Not available in Alaska or Hawaii. Exclusions and terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/shipping terms.
Start your engines. Welcome to Rockville. Returns to Daytona International Speedway May 7th through 10th with Foo Fighters. My Chemical Romance. Guns N' Roses. And Bring Me the Horizon. Plus, Alice Cooper, Turnstile, Five Finger Death Punch, The Offspring, Breaking Benjamin, A Day to Remember, Godsmack, Stained, and so many more. The world's center of rock. Welcome to Rockville. Brings 4 days of non-stop action to Daytona Beach, May 7th through 10th. 4-day, single-day, premium passes, and camping are on sale now. Get yours at welcometorockville.com, starting at only $1 down.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
The holidays are about family.
And tradition. And being with the ones you love. From our family to yours, happy holidays. Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Orlando.
In the morning.
We have breaking news coming to you live right now.
On the way home.
Heads up, we have an accident slowing things down on the freeway.
When you need us, we're there. News Radio, WFLA, Orlando. Want to access your favorite 96.9 The Game shows in an instant? Just make us your number one preset in the iHeartRadio app.
You can be the guy most nights. I'm the poo-poo king.
Oh, boy.
I want to hear what they have to say.
I'm not going to lie. The Chiefs were clean.
Listen to The Odd Couple every weekday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. Fox Sports Radio is taking over YouTube, and you can be a part of it. Just go to YouTube and search Fox Sports Radio. Hit that subscribe button. Boom. And smash that notification bell like you're a safety. Coming across the middle. Sit back and catch all the videos from your favorite shows.
Yes!
Ben Maller, Two Pros and a Cup of Joe. Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, Doug Gottlieb, Cavino and Rich.
Hey, it's all right here.
The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington and The Jason Smith Show. Go to YouTube now and search Fox Sports Radio.
1.
FS1. 1. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1. Go to foxsports.com for details.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
A fourth and goal from the 2. Hawkinson in motion to the right. McCarthy back to pass. Fastball right. Caught. TJ bounces off Commanders. Touchdown! TJ Hawkinson with a tough guy touchdown. And the Vikings lead 30-0.
K-Fan, 100.3 FM Vikings.
Vikings Radio Network make it 31-zip. Vikings blowing out the Commanders today. J.J. McCarthy, 12 of 18, 127 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Good day for the Vikings. Unfortunately, too little, too late for the Vikings, sitting at the bottom of the NFC North. There's always next year, though. There's always next year. Once again, End Zone Radio here. Hartman and Husky with you. We're in the Fox Sports Radio studios. We were talking earlier about quarterbacks, why put them at risk in seasons lost. Why is J.J. McCarthy out there? I mean, he's got
to get that work. This is rookie year. He's got to get that work. He needs it. He needs the reps. He needs the work. The offense needs it. The team needs it. O'Connell needs it. Everybody needs the work in Minnesota. I just think that when and let's get real, none of you guys are sold on him being a franchise. I'm talking about guys that everyone is sold on, that they are the franchise guy at those teams. You don't want to risk. Jaden Daniels is he's the number one guy in Washington. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, those are the 3 names I threw out there that I would question putting these guys back on the field in these bad years they're having.
Okay, so you're basically saying if you're the Vikings right now, okay, and I'm not saying you're saying this, I'm saying the Vikings are thinking this.
No huddle hour.
That we have to make a decision on J.J. McCarthy.
No.
So we have to see over this last month of the season. We always talk about this, right? Like what are some of these guys are fighting for jobs. Well, in his case, he's trying to justify. They used a first-round pick on him. They made the decision to move on from Sam Darnold. J.J. McCarthy, this is your team. They were, you remember, Aaron Rodgers was begging the Vikings to sign him on. They said, nope, we're good at quarterback with J.J. McCarthy. So, I mean, look, I'm with you. I mean, there's no reason why McCarthy, if he's healthy, shouldn't be playing right now. And today was a very good opportunity for show him some stuff. And he got him. And he's playing really well today.
They still need to bring in a veteran this offseason and have an actual competition, but he needs reps. Like, that's the only thing McCarthy needs. He needs to play. They need to know if they have to go back to the well or not.
But you're not going to find that out. And we just have to stop doing this with the quarterback position. Whether you like a guy or don't, or you think a guy's good. Like I keep using this example. There were so many people ready to sell the farm of Caleb Williams just last year. Before the year was done. By week 10, you had people saying he's a bust. He's not this. He's not. And then we do this every year. Can we give teams time to develop quarterbacks? Because even Peyton Manning walked into this league and threw 29 or 28 interceptions as a rookie. But no one thought, I
think the path going forward is doing what the Packers did. We put so much emphasis on rookie contracts where you have to be great from the start. You need McCarthy, for all intents and purposes, probably should have been sitting on the bench behind Sam Darnold this year and learning how to play the NFL game while he was healthy.
They assumed that he did that last year.
And,
that was the
but
idea.
He couldn't because he couldn't do anything last year physically. Exactly. Like that was a bad calculus on their part. But Caleb hasn't been great this year. I wouldn't say that Caleb's been a great quarterback, but they're 9-3 because they get turnovers and they've turned into Detroit's offense with the 2 running backs.
Well, hold on, but it don't matter though, because you know what people are going to still say? He's 9-3.
Well, yeah, but that's a failing on how we analyze football.
Right, but no one's saying get rid of Caleb Williams.
Whoa, not yet.
Right, why?
Not yet.
Okay, well, hold on. How about a quarterback that is 9-3 going on 10-3? Seahawks, remember the 6-6 at halftime? 30-9 now. Seahawks lead the Falcons. Sam Darnold, 17 of 26, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Remember the bad start he got off to? Now all of a sudden he's on fire.
Good bounce back.
And the Seahawks. So I'm looking right now at the NFC standings. Okay. So you started the day with the Bears 1, Rams 2, Eagles 3, Buccaneers 4, your 4 division leaders. Your wild cards are the Seahawks, Packers, and the 49ers. Even with their win over the Cowboys on Thursday, the Lions are still on the outside looking in. Panthers are trying to hang on to a slot. But, the Seahawks get that rematch against the Rams in Seattle
Thursday night.
And if they win that game, they retake first place in the NFC West.
And if they lose, they're on the road for the playoffs, and no one here is going to pick them to go on the road and beat no NFC team in the playoffs.
But let's flip that. Let's say they beat the Rams.
Okay, if they won't, though, I'll take the Rams right now.
In Seattle.
Yeah, right now. This year, number 1 team in the league.
By the way, let's remember, Darnold threw, 4 picks in that game against the Rams, and the Rams barely won that game.
Yeah.
Last second missed field goal.
Barely won that game.
Won or lost.
At home.
Won or lost, though.
The Rams have 0 margin for error.
And they just lost to the Panthers.
Yeah, they lost to the Panthers in that game. They couldn't lose that game. I think losing that game probably killed Stafford's chances for winning the MVP unless he wins in Seattle, but I don't think they're going to go to Seattle and win that game.
Oh, he'll still win the MVP if they win out.
Well, yeah, but I don't think he's going to go to Seattle and win that game.
I'm with Steve. I don't think – I do. I think because that defense is playing really well. That defense is playing great. I do. Defense travels and they run the football. Running game and defense travels. Yes, we sat here and watched the game last week. Listen, they put up 30, right? But
yeah,
with your flying West Coast teams flying back east, 9 times out of 10, it just doesn't go well for the West Coast team. So that we could chalk it up as that. We saw that twice. We saw that twice with the Chargers, at Giants, at Jacksonville. Just bad looks. The Rams didn't look bad last week.
Yeah.
It's just the Panthers wanted to bounce back from that Monday night debacle against the Niners.
Okay.
And they did that.
But let's look at Seattle today against Atlanta.
Yeah.
West Coast, East Coast.
Right.
Really bad first half. Look what they've done in the second half.
And they wake up.
All right. So as far as the Rams schedule is concerned, so they're at the Cardinals today. Obviously, these are all must wins if you want to win that division. Then you have the home game against the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's going to be a Lions team that is still trying to get into the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
And mounting injuries on their defense. Kirby Joseph is now gone with Brian Branch gone with Achilles. Like their DBs are completely beat up.
So you have the Lions at home, and then you have that short week going into that Thursday game at Seattle. But the last 2 games, cross country against the Falcons, home against the Cardinals.
So let me just ask this to throw this out there. Are you guys trying to sell me on Seattle? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like
what I'm asking you is if Seattle wins the NFC West.
But they're not. The Rams are going to. So then that question is null and void.
You're not concerned about the Rams having a home game against the Lions, which is going to be tough.
No.
A short week going to Seattle against a Seahawks team that they picked off Darnold 4 times and barely won a game at home.
I right now sitting here and taking the Rams at Seattle. I'm sitting here telling that's going to be my pick.
That's still 2 weeks away. We got a long way to go.
I know, but it's funny to do all this too, and the 49ers are just right there hanging around with the tiebreakers over Seattle.
But you know what though? But you know what's going to happen to them? Mark Murray, McCaff, bro, he's going to get warned.
The following is a presentation of UCF Athletics, Playfly Sports, and iHeartMedia Orlando. This is UCF Basketball. The pregame show starts now. Coming up, a preview of today's game, the comments of head coach Johnny Dawkins, and a look around the Big 12. The pregame show is brought to you by Carl Black of Orlando, the official automotive dealer of the UCF Knights, and by your Central Florida Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Now courtside, here's the voice of the Knights, Mark Daniels.
It's a Sunday afternoon. UCF basketball is here at Edition Finance Arena. It's game number 9 of the basketball year, and Johnny Dawkins' team off to a 7-1 start. It's a challenge today against the Tigers of Towson University on this Sunday afternoon. Mark Daniels welcoming you to our pregame show. Well, it's an interesting holiday schedule for UCF. The last time the Knights were in action, it was a game last Saturday against VMI. UCF won 82-57. But a game today, and then UCF is off 10 days before they play Mercer on December the 17th. So a unique December schedule. You've got finals, you've got the holidays, and sometimes it's the toughest games to play. But the Knights better be ready today. They got a Towson team that is the favorite to win the very good Colonial, and a matchup that UCF knows is not some game you throw yourself out there and expect to win easily. Welcome to our pregame show. Former UCF guard Shelly Young is with us, and happy holidays to you. You went through that where you had the odd schedule. You like to play 2 games a week, but you got finals and the holidays, and sometimes you get caught, as UCF does, 2 games over the course of almost 4 weeks.
Yeah, I really didn't like it. You have to almost really manufacture some level of intensity and urgency because it just kind of feels different than the rest of the season. And students go home, and it's kind of lonely on campus, if you will. So they got to fight human nature today.
What's the hardest thing when you have more days to practice? You want to play, but sometimes you can't duplicate scrimmage and so forth. What's the hardest thing basketball-wise for UCF to handle during that stretch?
I think it's game rhythm. It's just getting used to there's nothing like game speed. So a little bit too much time, you can kind of lose that rhythm. A little bit too back-to-back. You want to get healthy, so they got to walk that fine line.
You know, we played 8 games with this newly made team by UCF. I think some things kind of stand out for the Knights. That Themis Folks, who is among the nation leaders in assist, he's doing his job, averaging almost 7.5 assisted basketball games. JaMychal Stillwell, though, Taylor, we've always looked and said this guy's going to be a really big addition for UCF. At 6'8", 250, he's averaged a double-double the last couple of games, and now feeling more comfortable with his teammates.
Yeah, and it's good to see, obviously, a veteran and settling in. He's always been one of those guys that's kind of defense rebounding, but to see him contribute on the offense end, truly they need it in a very balanced scoring attack early on this year.
Yeah, the Knights look for him to keep his successful ways going. More on Towson coming up in a moment as UCF and the Tigers will get things going. It'll be the second ever meeting between these two teams, and nobody playing today was alive the first time they played. That was in 83 on January the 3rd. UCF won that game 80-57 against Towson. They were here in Orlando just a little bit over a week ago. They played out at Disney in one of the Thanksgiving weekend events out there and went 2-1. They beat Rhode Island, beat Vermont, and then lost to UC San Diego. So they were in Orlando, then traveled back to Maryland before coming back down here for this matchup against the Knights. We're brought to you by our friends at OUC, the reliable one. And they bring you the OUC Hometown Hero of the game. And today, it's Nicole Warren. She's a proud UCF alum and the founder and executive director of Chance 2 Dance Incorporated, a Central Florida nonprofit dedicated to creating inclusive spaces and arts opportunities for individuals with special needs. Celebrating 10 years of service to the special needs community, Nicole advocates for accessibility in the arts, building community partnerships through meaningful collaborations, developing sensory-friendly programming, and championing the belief that inclusion isn't charity, inclusion is enrichment. She is the hometown hero, as OUC proudly supports the UCF Knights throughout the entire year. When we come back, the key to today's matchup, UCF and Towson in a moment. This is UCF Basketball.
Hey, Knights fans, at Addition Financial, we're your #1 fan when it comes to your financial success. With convenient branch locations, a top-rated mobile app, and competitive rates on loans and savings products, we're ready to cheer you on to financial victory. And as the official financial institution of the UCF Knights, show off your black and gold pride by choosing one of our exclusive UCF Knights debit cards. Visit additionfi.com/go Knights to learn more. That's additionfi.com/go Knights. Federally insured by NCUA.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzz Balls, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzz Balls. It's a ball, it's a drink, it's a whole vibe. Get the ready-to-go drink that comes in a ball and brings the buzz. Buzz Balls. Please drink responsibly. Buzz Balls available in spirit, wine, and malt. 15% alcohol by volume. Buzz Balls, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Hey, Orlando. I'm Luke Bryan here for my friends at Carl Black. 60 seconds down feels more.
Carl Black knows how to treat customers so they keep coming back. Even 4-time Entertainer of the Year, Luke Bryan.
Did you know that I got my truck right here at Carl Black? It's loaded up with a 6-inch lift kit, and you know it's a 4-wheel drive. It just goes to
Carl Black Chevrolet Buick GMC Orlando, located at 11500 East Colonial Drive and online at carlblackorlando.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Show your team spirit with the Night Pass toll sticker or the new Night Pass Uni. Enjoy non-stop toll travel throughout Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, or travel even farther with the 19-state Night Pass Uni. Plus, you can score volume toll savings. Find out why Night Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at getnightpass.com. That's getnightpass.com. Go Knights. Charge on. A product of ePass, owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
Maybe you want breakfast for lunch or lunch for breakfast. Maybe you want brunch on a Wednesday. Hey, it's your life, and we think it should be made to order. At First Watch, we're serving up all your favorites every day from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Yes, that means you can have $1 million bacon for lunch. In fact, we say charge on. Visit us in your neighborhood or order online at firstwatch.com and on our app. First Watch. Yeah, it's fresh.
Today's Keys to the Game are presented by Carl Black Orlando, the official automotive dealer of the UCF Knights.
To this game again, brought to you by Carl Black of Orlando, the official automotive dealer for UCF. You know, Taylor, we talk about matchups, which I get to in a moment, but for UCF, what needs to continue to be consistent. They got 4 games left of this non-conference schedule before Kansas kicks things off, and every game's important. 8 games in, what now do you hope UCF is becoming?
I just love the way that they're sharing the basketball. 18-plus assists a game and a very balanced scoring attack just makes them harder to guard. So a team that's similar to a lot of teams in the country with all new players, if you will, this year, they seem like they're gelling, so you hope that continues.
We watched, obviously, Darius Johnson last couple of years, last 4 years. Themis Fulks, he's a different type of point guard, not a scoring first point guard. Again, he's averaging more than 7 assists a game. He can penetrate inside the lane. What have you noticed about Themis? And as we look back at Darius versus what Themis does?
Yeah, I think, as you mentioned, more of that true point guard, just really solid, consistent. You know what you're going to get. And I think he's surrounded by guys that can really put the ball in the hole. So I think he fits in well, and obviously he score when he can. But guys like Riley Kugler are a great compliment to him.
Interesting matchup today. This is a really talented Towson basketball team. Tyler Tejada, good player, 6'9", junior. He can do a lot of things for them, leads them in scoring at 19.5 per game, gets the free throw line. What's important for UCF against a talented guy like that?
Yeah, not let him get going early. Obviously, it's a rainy day here in Orlando. It's a 4 p.m. tip. You don't want a guy like Tyler Tejada to get comfortable and see the ball go in. So just making sure all 5 guys know where he is, know what you're doing on ball screens and otherwise, and make sure he doesn't get hot early.
One thing you notice about these really talented mid-majors, well coached, don't have as many transfers. They know the coach's system. Like we're in game 9 game 9, and Johnny's team still coming together. These guys know what their head coach wants.
Yeah, I mean, most likely you're not going to come out and smack a team like this, right? They know how to play on both ends of the floor. They execute their stuff. They know how to play well together. So it'll be more of a grind, and obviously UCF hopes they can play at a faster pace and have times where they can control it, get out to a hot start, and get some runs.
Pat Skerry's basketball team, it's his 15th season. They won 22 last year. They went 16-2 in the Colonial, which is a good league. They won 16 of their final 18 in a one big lead. They lost the semifinals, but this is a squad that has won 20 or more 4 consecutive seasons. They've won 2 of the last 3 regular season titles in the Colonial. Our Keys brought to you by our friends at Carl Black of Orlando. From the opening tip to the final buzzer, tune in as you covered Stream UCF Basketball Live. Download the TuneIn app today and follow the Knights all season long. We come back to comments of head coach Johnny Dawkins in a moment. This is UCF Basketball.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
Whether you're here for a night or an extended stay, the Celeste Hotel is guaranteed to provide the perfect fit. As one of the top business and luxury hotels in Orlando and the first on UCF's campus, the Celeste Hotel is one of a kind. The stellar experience begins in the unique guest rooms and suites and continues through the lobby bar, Aurora restaurant, lavish pool, and cabanas. Attend an event in the ballroom or host an event on the lawn under the stars. Visit www.thecelestehotel.com. Celeste Hotel, a Marriott UCF area hotel.
From fast breaks to buzzer beaters, the UCF Knights bring the shine every game. And behind every play, a trusted medical team. Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute is proud to partner with the UCF Knights, keeping athletes strong, healthy, and ready for the next jump ball. Whether you're on the court or on the move, we're here to help you shine too. Learn more at orlandohealth.com/sportsmedicine. Orlando Health. Choose well.
OUC was created a century ago to empower Orlando's growth. Time flies when you're keeping pace with the future. From serving 2,700 customers in 1923 to more than 250,000 neighbors today, we've grown together. Over the last 100 years, generations of OUC team members have served generations of neighbors, and we've never been more proud to be your reliable one. Learn how we'll empower the next century at OUC.com.
Publix will keep you cheering for your Knights from pregame to tip-off. Wow your crowd with subs, chicken tenders, and hot wings from the deli. Be sure to add some sweet bakery treats and fresh fruit to your game plan. Shareable platters are a slam dunk for night appetites. Order ahead for easy in-store pickup. Feed your fandom with help from Publix, the official supermarket of UCF Athletics.
Time now for the pregame comments of head coach Johnny Dawkins. Here's the coach with the voice of the Knights, Mark Daniels.
Welcome back. Our pregame show continues. Head coach Johnny Dawkins picks up for today's game against Townsend. Coach, interesting schedule the way it worked. Your team plays a game off a week. We'll play today off 10 days. What's the challenge with that for you and the basketball team?
Well, it's just staying in rhythm, as you know. It's an important time because you're finishing up school academically for the semester. So we're throwing out, efforts and energies to make sure everybody take the same standards we have on the court, off the court. And so want everybody to do their best in class and perform well, but also trying to still prepare ourselves, of course, for games as well.
Coach, I want to ask about a few guys. Last few games, Jermichael Stillwell. This is the guy that I think you felt you were getting. What's been the difference? What is he more comfortable doing, and what are you now more comfortable with him doing?
Well, he's getting to know us, and we're getting to know who he is. We thought we knew him in recruiting, but have him here on a daily basis and just watching his attitude, his leadership, his competitive spirit has been great. He's getting, I think, more comfortable. He had a couple of injuries earlier in the season that he played through, both his ankle and his hand. And so a lot of, I think, early on contributed to him learning our system, but also, getting healthy. And I think as he's starting to get healthy, his minutes have gone up, as you can imagine, and he's been more productive for us.
How about your two bigs, and John and Jeremy? They, too, now look like they're getting a little bit more consistent for you. What have you noticed, and what does that now provide for you?
It's what we said earlier. They're growing into their roles. They've had limited experience at this level. And so every game is very, very important for them to take something from each performance. And that's what they've been doing. I think our coaches have done a great job of working with them, in practice. I think these young men, they want to be really good. It's just a function of getting out, gaining experience, and our coaches continually working on things that will help them be successful.
But also, a couple of games you relied on the three, but a couple of games you had to do more than just rely on the three. What does that tell you about your developing team?
Well, I'm always happy to, I'm not happy when we miss shots, but I'm always happy when we can win games and we're not shooting the ball at a high level, because it shows that we're able to do other things on the floor to help us be successful. I thought in those games you're mentioning, I thought we did a great job of rebounding the basketball, especially offensive rebounding the basketball. We made other plays getting to the basket. And those are things you have to do. You're not going to shoot the ball, as you know, Mark, every night well. So you have to, find ways to win when things aren't going your way.
It's a good Townsend team, picked to win their conference, 6-3, a couple of really talented frontline guys. What's the challenge for your team today?
They're a very good basketball team. We're playing against a team that's really experienced. They've won a lot. They've won the championship before. They've returned a number of their guys. And so we have to make sure that we really do a good job of identifying their key players and trying to slow them down, trying to contain those players, because they're very good scorers. We have to try to contain them, make them take difficult shots, and really only give them one shot at it. If they get one shot at the goal, that should be the only shot. We have to really make sure we box out, and then we need to play offense well together.
They haven't turned the ball over much, and then like us, they're out rebounding their opponents almost 10 per game. So it could be a battle of the boards tonight, but also protecting the basketball.
Definitely. They do a great job of, sending 3 and 4 guys to the offensive glass. They definitely make concerted effort at that. So we have to, be focused on every shot that goes up to find the body, get them off the boards, because they do a great job. And of course, defensively, they do a good job of not just defending, but their offense helps their defense. They're not an up-tempo team. They're one of the slower teams offensively. So possessions become more of a premium when you're playing a team like that. You can't really waste any possessions because they're taking their time every time down the court. So we have to do a good job of playing our style, which is fast, getting up and down the floor, while understanding that we also have to be judicious and search out really good shots.
Yes, good night, Coach.
Thanks, Mark.
We're back in more in just a moment. This is UCF Basketball.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the bold flavors. It's very savory. And that golden crispy outside of the sandwich just lets me know that it's going to be so perfectly juicy on the inside.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. You get the tenderness of the chicken and that zesty pickle. It's savory and tasty. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Stepping into the Kia K4 or K5 isn't just getting behind the wheel of any average sedan. It's stepping into what's next. With a K4, it's stepping into a world that's exciting. With a K5, it's one that's bold. The Kia K4 and K5, the next movement for sedans. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more.
Kia, movement that inspires. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely.
OUC was created a century ago to empower Orlando's growth. Time flies when you're keeping pace with the future. From serving 2,700 customers in 1923 to more than 250,000 neighbors today, we've grown together. Over the last 100 years, generations of OUC team members have served generations of neighbors, and we've never been more proud to be your reliable one. Learn how we'll empower the next century at OUC.com.
Hey Orlando, I'm Luke Bryan here for my friends at Carl Black. 60 seconds now feels more.
Carl Black knows how to treat customers so they keep coming back. Even four-time Entertainer of the Year, Luke Bryan.
Did you know that I got my truck right here at Carl Black? It's loaded up with a 6-inch lift kit, and you know it's a 4-wheel drive. It just goes to
Carl Black Chevrolet Buick GMC Orlando, located at 11500 East Colonial Drive, and online at carlblackorlando.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Time now for a check of the college basketball scoreboard. A look around the Big 12 and a check of the top 25.
Scott Harris here in our UCF basketball studio. Some Sunday afternoon action for the Knights. Taking a look at the college basketball scoreboard. First up, games in the Big 12, and there's one going on right now. Number 19, Texas Tech doubling up on LSU. They're now up 38-16 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Texas Tech 6-2 on the season. LSU, they are 8-0 on the season, but Texas Tech running away in that one. Christian Anderson leading the way for Tech, 17 points in the first half. A game that is final in the conference. Number 21, Kansas 80-60 victory over Missouri. Trey White double-double in that contest, 20 points in 13 rebounds. Another Big 12 game that will be tipping off at 5:30. It's TCU and North Texas in the Coast to Coast Challenge. In top 25 action, there are one other game going on right now, and it's number 12 Alabama running away from University of Texas San Antonio. They're up 84-43 with 5 minutes to go in the second half of that contest. At 5 o'clock, it's Georgetown in number 16 North Carolina. Tar Heels 7-1 on the season, 5-0 in Chapel Hill. And at 9 o'clock, it is North Florida taking on number 11 Gonzaga. Over in the association, one game is in the books. It's the New York Knicks getting a 106-100 victory over the Orlando Magic. Jalen Brunson, 30 points in 9 assists in that game. Desmond Bane leading the way for the Magic, 16 points in 6 rebounds. One game going on right now in the NBA. It's the Celtics and the Raptors, and it's 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Celtics up 10-3 on the Raptors. So very, very early in that game. Over on the gridiron, some NFL action. Dolphins up 31-10 on the New York Jets. A battle between the Ravens and the Steelers. Steelers up 27-22. Jaguars up 31-13 on the Indianapolis Colts. Dogfight going on between the Bengals and the Bills right now. The Bills up 32-28 with about 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of that game. Meanwhile, the college football playoff bracket is out. Top 4 seeds, Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas Tech. But the big news, the teams that the last few teams in Alabama, Miami, and Notre Dame, one of the teams left on the outside looking in. When we come back, we'll have more as we get you all set for this afternoon's match between UCF and Townsend.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzzballs, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzzballs. It's a ball, it's a drink, it's a whole vibe. Get the ready-to-go drink that comes in a ball and brings the buzz. Buzzballs. Please drink responsibly. Buzzballs available in spirit, wine, and malt. 15% alcohol by volume. Buzzballs, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and when it's time for your next move, call the official movers of the UCF Knights, Good Greek Moving and Storage. As a former police officer, I know the risks that come with moving. My superhero movers are professionally trained for a safe and stress-free move. So whether it's across town or across the country, call the Good Greek or go to goodgreek.com. Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official movers of the UCF Knights.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Show your team spirit with the Night Pass toll sticker or the new Night Pass Uni. Enjoy non-stop toll travel throughout Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. Or travel even farther with the 19-state Night Pass Uni. Plus, you can score volume toll savings. Find out why Night Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at GetNightPass.com. That's GetNightPass.com. Go Knights. Charge on. A product of ePass, owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
At Florida Blue, we're constantly solving to make healthcare better for the people of Florida. And we want you to know how we're solving. With health solutions that make healthcare more affordable and easier to access. Offering plans that fit your needs and budget. Making mental health appointments more available. Personalizing care to manage chronic conditions. And working with hospitals and doctors to lower your costs. See more at floridablue.com/followtheblue. Florida Blue, your health solutions partner. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is the trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
UCF basketball starts now. Coverage of today's game is brought to you by Carl Black of Orlando, the official automotive dealer of the UCF Knights, and by your Central Florida Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Now courtside, here's the voice of the Knights, Mark Daniels.
Live from the Edition Financial Arena on the campus of the University of Central Florida, UCF Knights basketball is on the air. Mark Daniels, thank you for joining us no matter where you're tuned in. Today, the UCF Knights with a record of 7-1 taking on the Tigers of Townsend with a record of 6-3. The second all-time inning between these two teams. They met back in 1983. The Knights an 80-57 winner then. It's been a hot stretch for UCF's basketball team. Johnny's squad, though, has been off for 8 days. Last played VMI last Saturday. Meanwhile, Townsend was in Orlando Thanksgiving week. They played 3 games over at Disney and back here in the Sunshine State. Former UCF guard Taylor Young is with me. We talked about the challenge of the December schedule, but now you got to focus. 4 non-conference games left. It's a good Townsend team today.
Yeah, and we talked about Colonial's got some great teams and programs historically, so it's going to be no snub to roll over in December. They got to take care of business, and I think it's about getting off to a good start.
We'll see how the Knights get off to a start. Come back with the starting lineups and tip-off of today's game. It's 7-1 UCF, 6-3 Townsend. Tip-off coming up in a moment. This is UCF basketball.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Touchdown! What a catch! The UCF Knights are heard here.
From fast breaks to buzzer beaters, the UCF Knights bring the shine every game. And behind every play, a trusted medical team. Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute is proud to partner with the UCF Knights, keeping athletes strong, healthy, and ready for the next jump ball. Whether you're on the court or on the move, we're here to help you shine too. Learn more at orlandohealth.com/sportsmedicine. Orlando Health. Choose well.
Hey, Knights fans! At Addition Financial, we're your #1 fan when it comes to your financial success. With convenient branch locations, a top-rated mobile app, and competitive rates on loans and savings products, we're ready to cheer you on to financial victory. And as the official financial institution of the UCF Knights, show off your black and gold pride by choosing one of our exclusive UCF Knights debit cards. Visit additionfi.com/go Knights to learn more. That's additionfi.com/go Knights. Federally insured by NCUA.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer true legends stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
Maybe you want breakfast for lunch or lunch for breakfast. Maybe you want brunch on a Wednesday. Hey, it's your life, and we think it should be made to order. At First Watch, we're serving up all your favorites every day from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Yes, that means you can have $1 million bacon for lunch. In fact, we say charge on. Visit us in your neighborhood or order online at firstwatch.com and on our app. First Watch, yeah, it's fresh.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, the official medical provider of the UCF Knights.
All right, lineups in first for the visiting Tigers of Towson. 6-3, coached by Pat Scarry in his 15th season. Tyler Coleman is a 6'7" redshirt senior from Woodbridge, Virginia, and he's averaging 3 points and 3 rebounds a game. Caleb Mbeya is a 6'9" sophomore from the Republic of Congo, and on the season he's averaging 2 points and 6 rebounds a game. Tyler Tejada is a 6'9" junior from Teaneck, New Jersey, and he's averaging a team-best 19.5 points a game and over 6 rebounds a contest. He had 26 their last game, a win over Cornell. Tyler Schmidt is a 6'3" graduate transfer from Valpo and from Valparaiso, Indiana, and he's averaging 4 points on the season. And Dylan Williams is a 6'1" redshirt junior from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and on the season he's averaging 16 points and just over 3 assists a basketball game. Towson last year 22-11. They were 16-2 in the Colonial, and again they won 16 of their final 18 games before losing in their conference tournament semifinals, and 6-3 on the season. For Johnny Dawkins basketball team, 7-1, 5-1 at home this year, and their lineup will look like this. Jordan Burke starts at 1 forward spot. Burke's the 6'9" junior from Decatur, Maryland. He is averaging 13 points and 5 rebounds, and he's shooting 49% from the floor. Jamichael Stillwell is the 6'8", 250-pound junior from Atlanta. Stillwell is averaging 12 points and 9 rebounds a game. In his last 4, he's averaging 15 and 9, and is really coming to his own for UCF, shooting 56% from the floor. Big John Ball, 7'2". The sophomore is from South Sudan, and Bold averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds. He's shooting 83% from the floor. John Bold is 25 of 30 from the floor this year for UCF. Riley Kugel is the off-guard, 6'5" senior from right here in Orlando. Riley is averaging 15.5 points a game and shooting 50% from the three-point line. He's got 23s on the season. And Demas Folks is the point guard, 6'2", 50-year player from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And Folks is averaging 10 points and 7.4 assists a game. He leads the Big 12 coming into the weekend in both assists per game and total assists. And he ranks inside the top 5 of the country in both of those categories as well. Knights wear their home white uniforms with black numbers and letters, and Towson in the road black uniforms with white numbers and letters. The veteran crew today of Kip Kissinger, James Dukes, and Brett Smith, the officials for today's ball game. The Knights get formally introduced here. It is a rainy day, as Taylor mentioned outside. It is a freezing day inside this building, Addition Financial Arena. We've had a few AC issues the last 3 games, and today it isn't just cold. Taylor Young is sitting with a jacket that I gave him, and he can feel, it's not a breeze, the wind gusts behind us.
How about what a good man you are to just give me the jacket out of your bag.
Yeah.
I'm sitting over here shivering with goosebumps.
Can't let your
wingman
get cold. Yeah,
we're going to suffer through this.
It is a chilly day inside the arena, at least for guys like us sitting courtside. But final thoughts of both the coaches to their basketball teams, and we'll get things underway. Earlier this year, Townsend played Houston. They went to Houston. They were in that ball game. They lost 65-48. It was a 3-possession game with 4 minutes to go in that game. And Pat Scarry, he said this about Johnny Dawkins and Kelvin Sampson. He thanked them for playing the games. It's gotten harder for Towson to get games against Power 5 teams in college basketball, and said what Kelvin Sampson, Johnny Dawkins did, it's hard to come by. So he's grateful for the opportunity, and he brings a talented basketball team here into this building this afternoon.
Yeah, one of those teams and programs, like you said, that you kind of the fans expect you to win them, but they don't know how hard it is because they're so solid, of a program and of a conference in the mid-major.
The women won today, beating Delaware State 74-46. That game earlier this afternoon. John Bull will jump it up against Caleb Mbeya for Towson. And Sunday afternoon basketball in this cool arena. Yeah, about to get underway. Ball is up, and the tap is won by UCF. Demas Folks brings it up. Left to right goes UCF here in Orlando. Man-to-man defense to start the game for Towson State. Bull to Riley Kugel. Riley tries to drive right. Gives it up. Stillwell drives to the basket, and his layup is good. Jermichael Stillwell with the basket.
He's going to build on what he's been doing offensively lately. Just good, decisive take with the right hand.
Shooting 56% coming in, and he's been very solid for the Knights in the last 4 weeks. Rather 4 games, I should say. 15-9 is what he's averaged. 2-0 lead for UCF off a screen. 3-point shot is up. It's off on the miss. Rebound pulled down by Bull. The miss by Tyler Tejada. Into the front court for UCF. Folks averaging more than 7 assists a game. Picks up his dribble, needs some help right now, and finds John Bull to bail him out. Now to Riley Kugel, who falls down and throws it back to Bull. Knights have to reset offensively now. Themis spins around his man. 8-foot shots up and in for Themis Folks.
Aggressive defense by Townsend early in passing lanes, and Folks just kind of makes a better offensive play than their defense.
4-0 start for UCF. A little bit of pressure for the Knights front court for the Tigers. Shot off, no good. Rebound saved by Bull. John gets it to Stillwell. Out to Folks. Themis up into the front court. 4-0 Knights start. Themis dribbling, now drives left, bounce pass, nice speed to Bull, and he's fouled. Boy, it's a good pass by Folks to John Bull.
Yeah, and the kind of pace that UCF wants to play fast, averaging in the high 80s points per game. But you can see Folks on display. You know, he obviously makes the shot, turnaround jumper, then goes off the ball screen, takes his time, finds Bull for almost the wide open bucket. So that's kind of how he's been running the show.
John Bull, 8 of 9 of the free throw line this season for the 7'2" sophomore. Knights as a team shooting 74%. And the first free throw for John Bull is no good. Taylor mentioned UCF averaging 88 points a game, giving up 77. Townsend coming in, averaging 71, giving up 66. Second free throw for John Bull. And he makes that one. 5-0 start for UCF. And Townsend brings it up into the front court. Tejada, leading scorer for them. Ball knocked away, picked back up over the Tigers. In the paint, Williamson's floater's up and in. Billion Williamson. That's Townsend on the board. 5-2 ball game. Front court now for the Knights. Want to get Riley Kugel involved. He didn't score last game, left with an injury, but Riley's okay back playing. But he's a guy who needs an outside shot to fall. Misses there on the three-point shot. Ball knocked free, goes out of bounds off of UCF.
Yeah, Riley Kugel, obviously a impressive scorer, but we'd like to see one go in here early.
Yeah, didn't score against VMI in limited minutes with an injury, but then came right back to practice a couple of days later for UCF. 5-2 Knights for the visitors for the basketball. Dylan Williamson guarded by Kugel in the front court for Townsend. Off a switch, pull-up three-point shot is good. Dylan Williamson knocks down his 24th three of the year and ties the game at 5.
Yeah, that's a guy that can really get going, averaging almost 16 points a game. Big key for the Knights.
Folks goes in, lays it up on the left side, and Amos Folks has 4, 7-5 lead for UCF. The other end quickly, ball out of bounds off of Townsend. The outlet pass comes off of Tyler Coleman's shin. Night ball.
You can see UCF setting up this pressure after makes, and it's intentional, right? They want to speed up Townsend. They want to play at a faster pace. That's how you get 88 points per game was what they're averaging.
Night balled up by 2. Here's Folks. Fires it all the way across to Kugel. Riley drives. His layup is good for Riley Kugel. And a 9-5 Knight lead.
Just a different player when he sees the ball going early. Just right-hand finish on the left-hand side.
4-point advantage, almost 3 minutes into the ball game this Sunday afternoon. Kugel defends. Williamson has got the 5 points for the Tigers. Wants to drive left. That's illegal screen and happens in front of that UCF bench. And when you scream loud enough, they hear you, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. And you just when you're setting a screen like that, it's just that little bit of that chicken wing or stepping out your head is right in front of the official sometimes all it takes.
The key for that, though, is where the ball and how close they're coming. If you give that space, that's when the guy tries to overextend the body, right?
No question. And then it's just wide open for everyone to see in the whole arena. It's just an easy call.
The greats that had to shield it well. Knight balled up 4. Folks, right wing. Has it knocked away. Bull's able to get it and kick it back out, but he throws it away. Turnover on UCF. is their first. 16:46 to play first half. It's a 9-5 start for the Knights. And a little bit of pressure by UCF. Jaquan Womack's checked in for the Tigers, and an over and back hold on Townsend.
Townsend just not handling the pressure very well right now. It's really just kind of a loose run and jump pressure just meant to get them sped up, and they've turned it over a few times.
So UCF ball. Kugel on the left side. Riley up top fires it to Jordan Burks. Now back to Kugel. Shot clock at 9. Riley, top of the key. Crossover dribble between his legs. Pulls up 18-foot jump shot. Is off. Rebound Townsend. Into the front court. Dumbia, 3-ball to Tejada. Is off no good. Weak side rebound Burks. To Themis Folks. Up and down pace. Themis drives, spinning in. Kicks it out of the corner. Still well for 3. Too strong. Rebound Townsend. Not the ideal shot for Jermichael. A head fake and drive to the basket may have been the better option there. Media timeout, next whistle. Knight lead is 4. Townsend basketball. Dylan Williamson gets the screen. And his layup is off the glass, no good. Foul called on Townsend, I guess.
You got it.
It'll be on Williamson on the drive. Nope. It'll be on somebody else. Timeout on the floor. Foul is on Townsend. 15:45 to play first half. A 9-5 start for the Knights. This is UCF basketball.
When the heat feels like you're playing in endless overtime, it's time to call in the pros. AC's Heating and Air, the official HVAC provider of the UCF Knights, is here to deliver fast, reliable service and unbeatable comfort for your home. Whether you're battling scorching temperatures or chilly nights, we've got your back. Reach out at 321-300-2815 or visit callacs.com to score $2,000 off a new high-efficiency unit or a $10 seasonal tune-up. AC's Heating and Air, where excellence meets comfort. Go Knights and charge on. Hey Knights fans, at Addition Financial, we're your #1 fan when it comes to your financial success. With convenient branch locations, a top-rated mobile app, and competitive rates on loans and savings products, we're ready to cheer you on to financial victory. And as the official financial institution of the UCF Knights, show off your black and gold pride by choosing one of our exclusive UCF Knights debit cards. Visit additionfi.com/Go Knights to learn more. That's additionfi.com/Go Knights. Federally insured by NCUA.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzzballs, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzzballs. It's a ball, it's a drink, it's a whole vibe. Get the ready-to-go drink that comes in a ball and brings the buzz. Buzzballs. Please drink responsibly. Buzzballs available in spirit, wine, and malt. 15% alcohol by volume. Buzzballs, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Hey, Orlando. I'm Luke Bryan here for my friends at Carl Black. 60 seconds down feels more.
Carl Black knows how to treat customers so they keep coming back. Even 4-time Entertainer of the Year, Luke Bryan.
Did you know that I got my truck right here at Carl Black? It's loaded up with a 6-inch lift kit, and you know it's a 4-wheel drive. It just goes to
Carl Black Chevrolet Buick GMC Orlando, located at 11500 East Colonial Drive and online at carlblackorlando.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Coverage of UCF basketball continues. Now back courtside.
To save on the entire Toyota lineup at Toyotathon. Get 1,000 holiday bonus cash on certain new Toyota vehicles. Offer valid through January 5th, 2026. Offer entitles 1,000 holiday bonus cash on the retail purchase or lease of certain new and untitled 2025 and 2026 Toyota vehicles. This offer is valid when combined with special APR and special lease programs or with standard retailer lease rate programs. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
Dolphins post-game live is on. Travis Wingfield and former Pro Bowler Jermon Bushrod are reacting to today's game on the Miami Dolphins Radio Network.
The industry by staying true to their values, putting their people first, and never settling for less than the best. Headquartered in St. Petersburg, Florida, and with job sites from coast to coast, Howard Design is searching for top-notch talent to join their team. If you're looking for a place to make your mark and help shape the future of construction, visit PowerDesignInc.us/careers to learn more about their open opportunities. Power Design, careers and skylines built here.
Hot ball, Evans at the 5, to the 3-2, 1, touchdown Tampa Bay. There you go, fire the cannon, Mike Evans.
This is the Hooters postgame show. Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983.
Here comes Preston. He's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 17-yard line. And Elijah Cansey, boy, like a locomotive, went through that offensive line and clobbered Bryce Young.
Coming up in the next hour, we'll update you with scores from around the NFL, highlights from our game, and live interviews from the Buccaneers locker room with players and head coach Todd Bowles. Once again, Ronnie Lane.
Buccaneers are upset by the Saints 24-20 this afternoon, and the rain at Raymond James Stadium will pick up the second half with the Bucs leading 10-7 at halftime. The Bucs got the ball first, but they turned it over as Mayfield's pass intended for Cam Johnson was intercepted by Alontae Taylor, and the Bucs had their first turnover of the game. The Saints took over on the Bucs 47 and immediately went to work. They got one first down, and then this happens on a 1st and 10 from the Bucs 34-yard line.
He's going to get inside the 30 to the 20, outside the number, spin, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, New Orleans Saints, Tyler Shuck.
The extra point made it 14-10, Saints over the Bucs. The Bucs come back on the ensuing kickoff, take it at the 35, get a couple of first downs, and the big one was the defensive pass interference on defensive back Sanker for the Saints. That was 29 yards, and it helped the Bucs get in scoring position. And here's how the Bucs score on 1st and goal from the 1.
Hand the ball off, delay handoff, and running left. It's Sean Tucker to the 5, 3, 2, 1 yard line, close to the pylon. Great effort by Sean Tucker, shed a tackler or two, and threaded his way through that defense.
And they're rushing to the line of scrimmage. They don't want the personnel to change. They've struggled.
And he did. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Fire the cannon.
So Tucker with a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs reclaim the lead after giving it up 14-10. Now it is 17-14 Bucs over the Saints, but the Saints don't quit. They come back and mount a drive. They take it at the 35. The big play in this drive was a Neal 21-yard run, and then Charlie Smith kicks a field goal to tie the game at 17. We move into the fourth quarter now with the score all tied. The Saints get the ball at the Tampa Bay 46, and great field position after the ball goes over on downs as the Bucs try to convert again on 4th and 2, and the Saints defense holds them at midfield, and the Saints are in great field position to get themselves another score, and they do on this 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 13.
The tight end on that left edge, Jawan Johnson, in motion to the right edge. Here's the snap out of the gun. Dropping the throw. Shuck. He missed one sack. Makes another guy miss outside the numbers to the left. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. New Orleans Saints. Vita Vea missed him in the backfield. And Shuck races to the left and got into the end zone.
Missed tackles, misfortune as the Saints now lead 24-17. The Bucs had a field goal to make it 24-20, and that was the final. Saints upset the Bucs 24-20.
This is the NFL Scoreboard. Brought to you by Hard Rock Bet, the official sportsbook partner of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Games in progress right now. The Titans lead the Browns in the fourth quarter, 31-23 in Cleveland. The Steelers lead the Ravens in the fourth quarter, 27-22 in Baltimore. And just underway, Raiders and Broncos. No score in that game still to come. Bears at the Packers, Rams at the Cardinals, and tonight it's the Texans at the Chiefs. Let's get you to the Buccaneers' disappointing locker room. I'm sure the fellas are quite disappointed. TJ Reeves is down there right now. TJ, what you got?
Well, tough day here. 24-20 is the final, and Baker Mayfield stands here with me right after it is over with. Just a tough day. What are your thoughts here immediately after it's over?
Just didn't make enough plays. Conditions are the conditions, but they have to play in them too, and we just didn't make enough plays. They were there for the taking. We just didn't capitalize. That's plain and simple.
You had one last chance. You got the football back there with 2 minutes left and no timeouts left. How much do you credit New Orleans? I know you're trying to get the ball to Otten there on the fourth down. Tell me about that play as well.
Yeah, honestly, just a good job by them and coverage on the first couple downs there. Had to scramble on the third down to get some of the yards back, and just obviously got to put the ball in a better position so where he can not have to dive forward to catch it, and instead of just catching it and drop stepping to get the first down. It's those 2 minute situations are about getting the drive started, and I didn't do a good enough job of getting that done.
Again, the team has had so much success at the end of last year and even 2 years ago. I know every year's different. Is this now a wake-up call of what you're going to have down the stretch of this season after what happened today?
I hope it's a wake-up call. Luckily, we have a Thursday night game to get this taste out of our mouth, but we didn't need a wake-up call. It's at this point in the season, we know where we're at in the division. You don't need a wake-up call. This is professional football. If people need a wake-up call, they probably need to find a different building.
Thank you, Becker.
Appreciate it.
Again, tough day here as the Saints have won it. We will continue on the Hooters postgame show after this timeout.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off, because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
We all know crazy weather, and if you're sick of providers paying you hot and cold like Florida weather, switch to Geico. We earned the J.D. Power Award for #1 auto insurer for customer satisfaction in Florida.
It feels good to get it right. It feels good to Geico. Tied in 2025. Visit jdpower.com for details.
The holidays come with a never-ending to-do list. Shopping, decorating, traveling, and wrapping a mountain of gifts. But with Popeye's $20 family meal, you can cross cooking off that list. 9 pieces of crispy signature chicken, 1 large side, and 4 buttery biscuits. So you can host the meal without spending time making the meal. Everyone gets delicious food, and you get an actual break. That's the $20 holiday from cooking. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Price may vary.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need Johnny Rinse tonight, and I need it more. Like can't rest the bed and the smell never leaves. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. The sweat and that short smells like a Johnny Rinse tonight.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
Rinse it out.
and Doug.
Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu, is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
More from the Buccaneers locker room on the Hooters postgame show with TJ Reeves.
Well, a tough day here today as the New Orleans Saints have won at 24-20. Graham Barton is gracious to stand here with me immediately after it is done. What's going through your mind right now, and how much do you credit a Saints team that has had a tough year, but they came in and got the job done?
Yeah. They came ready to play.
Clearly we didn't. I thought we did some good things as an offensive line. Big shout out to Chooks, we call him, Ben Chukwumua, coming in, stepping in for Tristan left tackle. Haven't watched the tape, obviously, but, hearing he did a good job out there. So, thought we ran the ball for the most part pretty well. But just at the end of the day, didn't get it done. A lot of missed opportunities, some missed execution on things, and just the chances we had to take the game, we didn't. And in the NFL, that's what will happen. So
I was just coming there that late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're down 7, you get inside the red zone, and again, you have a couple of opportunities and couldn't get in. You still get the ball back in the final 2 minutes with a chance to go get a touchdown. Are you going to look back on this and say you didn't take advantage of those 2 opportunities when you could have still won the game?
Yeah, 1,000%. That's what I was saying, missed opportunities down the stretch. We had chances to take the game and win it, and we didn't, and we lost in that result.
What do you try to learn from quickly? Because Atlanta will be here, and you're 4 days later right back out on the field.
It stings, but we've got to move on. We got to get ready for Atlanta, and we got to come to work tomorrow ready to go. Atlanta certainly doesn't feel sorry for us, so we got to come in tomorrow, head up, and get back to the drawing board, put a good game plan together, and get ready to beat Atlanta.
Thank you, Graham. All right, again, the final is 24-20. The story is the rookie Tyler Shuck, who again, just like they did to Carolina, by the way, when Shuck threw a touchdown and ran for one in that one, he ran for 2 touchdowns in the second half of this game, and it was one of the big differences in the 24-20 win. A couple of other numbers. Baker Mayfield unofficially 14 of 30, 122, a touchdown and an interception. Baker also had 42 yards rushing. Bucky Irving, 15 carries, 55 yards in the game. Rashad White, 11 carries, 53 yards in the game. In the end, though, New Orleans has the most important numbers, 24-20. They have won it. Head coach Todd Bowles will still join us coming up as well on the Hooters postgame show. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Winning teams don't just work hard, they work together. I'm Annalise Kobach, an apprentice with IBEW Local 915. In our trade, it's not just about getting the job done, it's about having each other's backs every step of the way. We train together, build together, and succeed together. If you're in construction and looking for real support, real skills, and real brotherhood, come join us. Visit IBEW915.org. Go Bucks.
Hey crew, hiking into Hooters for all the games this season, where our wings always win. World famous since 1983, with over 14 sauces and rubs to choose. Or try one of our football specials like 10 buffalo shrimp or 3 tenders, both served with fries for a special price. Wash it down with a Big Daddy mug of Budweiser, Bud Light, or Mick Ultra. During the games, every Tampa Bay area location will be giving away signed Bucks footballs. Hooters, official partner of the Buccaneers. Visit originalhooters.com for more details.
It's Thursday Night Football in Tampa Bay. Join the party December 11th for this season's Creamsicle game.
Running Rashad White inside the 5-3-2-1. It's a touchdown, Tampa Bay.
As the Bucks take on the Falcons, presented by Publix.
Tez Johnson does his thing.
The first 50,000 fans get a free Creamsicle Bucks t-shirt. Don't miss this primetime NFC South showdown under the lights.
And Abuka makes another touchdown grab.
Get tickets at Buccaneers.com/tickets. That's Buccaneers.com/tickets.
You got to make pain walk the plank. That's right, the Joint Chiropractic. That's the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers. I love them. They got 24 locations, open 7 days a week. No appointments needed. Visits are 5 to 10 minutes. $29 new patient special consultation, exam, and adjustment. That's thejoint.com. And if you think aches and pains are just part of getting older, you need to go to thejoint.com. Because it's not. You don't have to feel bad anymore. You don't. Matter of fact, I can't wait for you to start feeling good again. Make pain walk the plank with the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers, thejoint.com.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fox Football on 98 Rock.
Your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fire them cannons.
More from the Buccaneers locker room on the Hooters postgame show with TJ Reeves.
Tough one here, 24-20. The Saints have won it, and head coach Todd Bowles is with us after it is done. The Saints deserve a lot of credit coming in here at 2-10, obviously, with the way they played. What did they do well? What did you not do well enough in the second half?
They played us tough. We knew it was going to be a tough ball game. Again, it's a division game. We expected to have a tough game against them with the weather. It's going to be a backyard brawl. Second half, we didn't make enough plays. We had consistently had chances to get off the field defensively or move the ball offensively or make a play on special teams. We definitely got to coach it better and we got to play it better. But there are things that we could have done. They're a decent team and they play us tough, but we can't help them along by giving them plays that we should have made.
You did say during the week, Tyler Shuck, a different dimension, especially with the read option in his feet. He has the 2 touchdown runs in the game. How critical was that to what they were able to do today in getting the win?
The long one was disheartening because we misfitted, and that it shouldn't have went that far. It should have been down at about 6 or 7 yards, so that was tough. Other than that one, that was really it, other than Neal's run. But those plays cannot happen if you want to play consistently good defense.
What was the struggle, at least offensively, to be able to put the ball in the end zone, especially in the second half? You got there one time, but you were not able to convert on a touchdown late in the game. You had the ball back with 2 minutes to go. Again, what were the Saints doing? What did you not do well enough?
I thought the one we converted, we ran the ball well and got down there pretty good, and we mixed it up pretty good. I think when we tried to throw it, we just had some incompletions and we had some misread routes here and there, and we didn't make enough plays.
Let's talk a little bit about some health situations. You lose Ben Bredesen earlier in the game. I know he's been battling a hamstring. This was what we were told is a knee injury. Do we have any preliminary update on him right after the game?
Not at this time.
All right. And then for your team, you have to obviously refocus here very quickly. The Atlanta Falcons will come in here off a loss to Seattle and be here Thursday night. What is the challenge? What 1 or 2 things are you going to emphasize, especially here in the next 72 hours or so?
Just accountability for guys to look in the mirror, coaches to look in the mirror, players to look in the mirror and understand what we have ahead of us and what we got to do better going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you. Yeah. Tough day today, 24-20. The Saints win here in Tampa in the rematch game of this one today as New Orleans comes in with Tyler Shuck, the rookie quarterback, the second-round pick out of Louisville, and he makes enough plays with his feet, and they get the job done. Zion McCollum is talking here with the media. We will step over by him and listen into some of what he has to say and see if we can get a question or two in as well.
You gotta be able to feel this to get better from it, but get it out the way and move on.
What's the confidence level that you guys can come together and get, stay together through this rough patch here?
It's absolutely very, very high. When we're together, we feel like we're the best team in the NFL, and that's just how we feel. And we have to take steps to stay together for 4 quarters. It can't just be the first quarter. It can't just be the first half. It's got to be a full 4 quarters. And we got to really swallow this pill, learn from it, not just forget about it, but learn from it and get better.
Zion, we just joined you on Buccaneers Radio. You may have talked about Tyler Shuck already. How big a weapon was he with his feet in this game?
Yeah, he's going to be a talented player in this league for sure. I think him and Kellen Moore have a good relationship, and they know what they're doing, and kudos to him for making the plays that he did.
And then what about the challenge for this team to now have to get ready to play the Atlanta Falcons 4 days from now?
Yeah, what's new, we're used to this. We're used to being in must-win situations late into our seasons, and so, we're true to this, and we're going to get better, and we're going to be ready.
All right, Zion, thank you. Again, the Buccaneers have fallen 24-20 here in this one this afternoon as the New Orleans Saints come up with the win. We will have more on the Hooters postgame show. Stay with us after this timeout.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
10 first downs is all it takes. If the Bucs make 10 first downs during today's game, you can score a free one-day ticket to Busch Gardens, courtesy of Canes Furniture. Just visit CanesFirstDowns.com to claim your voucher. Then head to a Canes showroom near you for a free Busch Gardens ticket. When the Bucs make 10 first downs, you score fun. Canes Furniture says, let's go Bucs!
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized Crazy Puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and perfect on the go. Enjoy Crazy Puffs on a unicycle. What? In a hot air balloon. Or riding piggyback on your friend Keith. Faster, Keith, faster!
Can I have a delicious Crazy Puff?
Sorry, Keith, they're too tasty. Whee! Try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs on the go for only $3.99.
Pizza.
Available at participating locations. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites, plus tax.
Ready to score big with Circle K and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? The Inner Circle app from Circle K puts you in the game. Unlock awesome rewards and epic savings. Sign up now and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. Plus, grab exclusive Bucks perks and instant deals on snacks and drinks. Circle K and the Bucks, where loyalty meets legendary. Better together. Inner Circle and the Circle K app. Get the new Circle K app. Track your Inner Circle fuel savings, offers, and clubs. Download the Inner Circle app and join the winning team today.
The Hooters postgame show continues with Ronnie Lane.
Welcome back in. Disappointing result for the Buccaneers today as they get upset by the last place Saints 24-20. As the Saints had only won 2 games coming into this game. And Dave, you heard the same thing that I did from the locker room. The Buccaneers simply did not make enough plays today on either side of the ball. Just your initial reaction to what you heard from the locker room.
It's true. But the unfortunate thing, it's not just today, right? So we were talking at the end of the game, Gene and I, like last week you made enough plays to win, but you didn't play great. Nobody plays a perfect game, but they overcame mistakes to do that. And the key is week in and week out, improve. So the defense for most of the game played very well. They shut down the run. They were putting pressure on the quarterback. But inevitably, we see, again, key situations, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, giving up a random big run or a random big pass down the field. Like that, the pass didn't happen today, but in general, the defense is so solid and you fight so hard to get in those 3rd and long situations that favor the play calling on defense, the guys rushing the passer. They're less worried about the run threat where they can just get after the quarterback and get there. And then all of a sudden you see them complete it, whether the quarterback runs it or throws it or, the goal of a defense is to shut down the run, force 3rd and long situations. They get in them, but they'll give up a 3rd and 10, a 3rd and 12. And, so that's where situational football comes and sneaks up on you because you're so solid for most of it, but then you have those breakdowns. And the breakdowns are not new. It's something they've been fighting with the entire season. And the same thing on offense. They looked so good when they drove down the field. They were mixing it up, a lot of formations, a lot of motion shifts. They go right down the field and they score. And then obviously the weather became a factor, so you couldn't open it up like you wanted to. But it just got very, predictable and not able to get first downs. And all of a sudden, Baker's feeling pressure where he wasn't earlier. And of course, there's a lot that goes in it. But, this game is kind of a microcosm of the season the way it's been. They won several games that were just like this, where they didn't play their best football. And we've talked about it before. They didn't play their best football, but you still found a way to win, right? Like even at the end of the game where Deion Jones has an opportunity to make the interception, okay, well, maybe early in the season that would have happened, and you get the ball at midfield to Baker with no timeouts, but a lot of time left to go down and score. And they did get the big run from Bucky, but I don't know that Ibuka could have made that catch, but it's, we've seen him make some pretty remarkable catches, but, now you have the touchdown there, but instead to tie up the game, but instead you have to settle for the field goal. So it's, one game you're making some of those plays or more plays than you did the week before, but overall we're not seeing the improvement collectively as a group. Last week the kickoff coverage was better. You win the toss, you defer to get the extra possession in the second half, but then you give up a return to your own 45-yard line when your goal is to come out and start fast, and then you give a quick touchdown, right? So, again, there are things that, they'll correct them for a week or two, but overall, I don't feel like they're improving where they would like to be on a weekly basis. Now, yes, you have injuries, you have bad calls, bad missed calls. All those type things are things that are out of your control. But the things that are in your control are, are you in the right place at the right time on defense and the gap you're supposed to be in. If you're, Cam Johnson, he's looking in the backfield pre-snap, and you can see he doesn't clearly understand what route he's supposed to be running. And at the top of the route, he kind of stops where Baker anticipated him continuing inside, and it winds up an interception, and you give up 7 points. So that's a 7-point swing because in the details in which you're doing your job, and that's what's ultimately coming back to bite this football team.
Yeah, it really is. And the Bucs were just 3 for 13 on third down conversions and 2 for 7 on fourth down conversions. We're going to come back here in just a second. I'll have the audible call of the game, but I want to get Dave's thoughts on the Bucs being that bad on third down offensively and also on fourth down offensively. What went wrong with all those opportunities to do something in the game, and the Bucs just could not handle it? So we'll get to that as we continue here on the Hooters postgame show. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
It's game time, and that means one thing: Jameson Irish Whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at the local bar, or at Raymond James Stadium, everyone wins with the refreshing Jameson Irish Whiskey, topped off with ginger ale and lime. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. 2022, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
For nearly 40 years, patients have come first, and that promise is stronger today than ever. The quality pre-hospital emergency care they provide stems from their team's singular focus on you, their neighbors, when you need it the most. Their highly trained, compassionate caregivers bring a level of professionalism that is unmatched in the EMS industry. Their commitment to you will never change. AMR delivers care with purpose and pride. Visit amr.net/Tampa. AMR, an official proud partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
2026 Bucs season passes are on sale now. Don't miss the huge matchups coming to Tampa Bay next season, including the Packers, Vikings, and Steelers.
It's a caught ball. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Spend Sundays with the crew and watch Baker, Bucky, Emeka, and the rest of the squad light up Raymond James Stadium.
Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a throw by Baker Mayfield.
Join the crew with season passes today at Buccaneers.com/tickets. That's Buccaneers.com/tickets.
Bucs win, Bucs win. Bucs win.
When it comes to powering our homes, we could all use some savings. That's why Tampa Electric has a free energy planner program which helps you plan to use the most energy when rates are lowest. It's easy with our free programmable thermostat and secure online portal. So you can set your AC, water heater, and pool pump from anywhere. With Energy Planner, you can take advantage of lower rates that are available 87% of the time. Because like any good plan, it's all in the timing. Visit TampaElectric.com/energy planner today.
This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints on 98 Rock. 98 Rock.
The Hooters postgame show continues with Ronnie Lane.
The Bucs suffer their first division loss of the season, an upset loss at the hands of the New Orleans Saints, 24-20. Here is this afternoon's call of the game, brought to you by Audible Hearing Centers.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. The tight end on that left edge, Juwan Johnson, in motion to the right edge. Here's the snap out of the gun. Dropping to throw. Chuck Heed missed one sack. Makes another guy miss outside the numbers to the left. 10-5, 3-2-1. Touchdown. New Orleans Saints. Vita Vea missed him in the backfield. And Chuck races to the left and got into the end zone.
The great Gene Deckerhoff with a call. That was the game-winning touchdown for the Saints. It occurred in the fourth quarter. Big 9-play drive. That was your Audible Hearing Center's call of the game. And Dave Moore, that's one of those things you were talking about earlier, the missed opportunities. And even on that call, you said, said they should have sacked him like twice on that play. It's crazy.
Yeah, Vita Vea had him in the backfield and wasn't able to, get him on the ground. And then he came out around the edge, and Anthony Nelson was coming, but tripped over another guy, another defender that was on the ground, and so he kind of dove at him. But they're the type of things that make or break a game. You're going to have some of those in every game, but when you have them in all three phases at one point or another, it's hard to overcome. So if your offense isn't real productive, but you're playing good on defense and special teams, you can overcome some of those things. But, a breakdown here on special teams early in the game, and then the defense does well, and then the offense not able to move the ball. So, somebody's got to step up and make a play. And, to their credit, Chuck, he played well, and he's faster than I thought he was, honestly. I didn't expect him to get around a corner and do what he did twice. But even, third down and whatever it was, where Shuck has to check it down, and Levante David, who is the leader of your defense, doesn't take the right angle, and he gets around the corner and picks up a big first down that actually leads to that score. So, now you're off the field. They got to kick a field goal at best. It's a little bit different. But there were plenty of opportunities, and just, unfortunately, a breakdown in the wrong spot in the wrong time. And that's overall, tough to overcome for sure.
No doubt. Just 3 for 13 on third down conversion attempts. And here's the one that really gets me on fourth down. On fourth and short, they were 2 for 7. You certainly cannot afford to be that bad on fourth down conversion attempts at home against the Saints. And was it just a lack of execution along the line? What was going on?
Well, I mean, listen, it's an attitude thing. It's an effort thing. You do have a couple backup offensive linemen. I think Mike Jordan came in after the third down, and his first snap of the game in a very long time was a 4th and 1. That's where you got to get low. You got to dig a guy out, and you can't get pushed back or give up penetration, and that's tough. But a lot of it is just effort, grit. Everybody knows you're going to run pretty much straight ahead. And your film study will tell you if they like to slant, if they play in gaps, if they play head up, that kind of thing. But, overall, when you go for those, you're going with the expectation you're going to get it. But, again, overall, offensively, you look at, like, Baker started off 8 for 8.
Right.
And then, and then his overall was what, 14 for
14 for 30.
Right. And he was 8 for 8 in the beginning. So,
right.
That kind of tells you. Now, again, the weather has a lot to do with that. But at the same time, when the coaches are evaluating the film, they're going to be in a room that's 72 degrees with their cup of coffee, and everything's going to be perfect. So they're not going to put the way that you played in time and place and conditions when they grade the film. If you're expected to make a catch, I don't care if it's snowing. It's snowing in Buffalo today, raining, windy, whether it's a slippery field or whether it's a artificial field. Ultimately, you get graded the same way. And when you play mentally, you understand that there's no excuses, no explanation. If I have to block the guy in front of me, I have to do that. And you're not going to win every time, but the guys that are the most consistent are the guys that are your starters. So
yeah, and I heard Baker talking about, obviously, he's got to be better. And you just mentioned, he started out 8 for 8 and ends up 14 of 30. And he pointed it out with TJ. He's got to put the ball in better places, like for Emeka Egbuka, who was open on that play. Would have been a touchdown.
It was a great move.
Yeah, great move he made, man, to lose the defender. And then the throw, I think, on fourth down to Auden was low. If he makes that throw higher,
right,
I think Auden has a chance to stretch out for the first down.
Right, and in Baker's defense a little bit, he had some guys around him kind of hanging on him, so he had to short arm the throw, not give a full release. And then Cade was right at the first down marker. He's big enough just to catch it and fall backwards, but he did have to come back to. It was actually a very good catch because the ball was, a couple inches from hitting the ground. So, but again, the defender was right there to touch him down where he couldn't even roll over for the first down. But, again, a lot of opportunities, and, the entire game did not come down to that fourth down. It was a culmination of the other third and fourth downs they missed and, stuff they weren't able to connect on down the field. And really, to watch Baker's body language, he's in the pocket. He has a little bit of time. His eyes go from right to left, back to the receivers weren't getting open when they were in man-to-man. So it was difficult. And in the beginning of the game, I loved the creativity in the play calling. But then when the conditions got bad, a little more difficult to, play action one way, throw back across the field. The footing, the field, I'm looking at it now, it's pretty chewed up, around the hashes between the numbers. So when you get into some of that game planning stuff, it's kind of risky to go roll out one way, throw back the other way, because you don't know if a guy's going to slip and fall or what the situation's going to be. But overall, in the beginning, it was a great plan, and it was a lot going on with formations and motions and two backs and, all kinds of stuff, which was fun to watch. And they seemed like they were going to be able to take over this game, and then the conditions didn't help. So then you have to shift your game plan a little bit to more of a physical downhill, and that's where it becomes the attitude and discipline and your technique and responsibilities just to execute better than they can stop you. And that's ultimately what got them on the fourth downs, is they just were not able to control the line of scrimmage, and they weren't to execute the straight ahead runs like they should be able to do or expect to do.
All right, we'll tell you where the Bucs are right now in the standings when we get back, as they were upset today by the Saints, 24-20, a tough loss to take, and we'll tell you where the Bucs stand after this timeout on the Hooters postgame show. After this timeout,
the heaviest metal credit card of all time, rumored to be one of only 18 in existence, plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station, and wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Businesses trust Unity for high-performance communication services like Internet, Ethernet, and voice, all delivered on a secure, resilient, 100% fiber network with local teams, amazing customer service, and 24/7 365 network monitoring. Unity is here to elevate your game. Take your business to the next level and visit unity.com/enterprise. That's UNITI.com/enterprise. Your businesses can trust Unity for high-performance communication services.
Bucs fans, you know the thrill of a fourth quarter comeback. At Summit Care, we live it every day. If you or someone you love needs subacute rehab, Summit brings the energy, beautiful campuses, state-of-the-art therapy gyms, and a team ready to power your recovery. We'll get you back on your feet and back in the huddle fast. Don't sit on the sidelines. Check us out at SummitCareINC.com. Summit Care, the crest of the comeback.
The Hooters postgame show continues with Ronnie Lane.
Rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck rushed for 2 touchdowns and helping the Saints upset the Bucs this afternoon 24-20 at rainy Raymond James Stadium. So I want to talk to Dave Moore here about Dave. Played 15 years, played most of that with the Bucs. But Dave, on a day like today, where you're coming in, you've got an opponent that is not having a good season, has only won 2 games, and you have a chance to get a little more distance between yourselves and the team right behind you, the Carolina Panthers, yet you come out and you do not play well, and you end up with a 24-20 loss. I guess my question, a long way around it, mentally, where is this team heading home from Raymond James Stadium today?
Well, I mean, they're gonna take responsibility for, because a game like this, when certain teams have a personality that they play to their level of the opponent, right? I don't know that was the case today, but again, some of the execution that they've struggled with at times all season kind of crept up on them. But it's not a good feeling. It's tough to sweep a division opponent regardless of records. But at the same time, it's one of those that every guy's got to look at himself. It's an eye-opener to get beat by a team that you clearly should beat based on their record, the way the game went the first time, and the fact that you plan to win the division or your goal is to win the division, it makes you think a little bit more in detail about what you're doing, how you're doing it, what am I doing as far as my technique, my responsibility, my understanding of what we're trying to do as an offense or defense or special teams. It definitely is an eye-opener when you get beat by somebody you should, especially now it affects the fact that I guess they're tied with the Carolina Panthers now, right?
Correct. They both have identical 7-6 records.
Right, because Carolina's off this week. Right.
Yeah, Carolina's off, and both teams now have just one division loss. So, I mean, they're literally virtually in a tie.
Right. And in the overall picture of things, if you can get this thing back on track, you know, you have Carolina 2 of the last 3 weeks. So, I mean, that's going to be when it's all going to be about the Bucs. I'm sorry
right.
I stuttered with that, but it's all going to be about themselves. It has nothing to do with their opponents. They're in complete control of their destiny when it comes to making the playoffs or not. So it's going to be the personality, the want to, the grit of this football team, whether or not they're going to get in their playbooks. They're beat up, they're tired. It's December, and nobody feels good at this point, and it's going to be hard to get out of bed. But if they hunker down, concentrate on the details of the game plans, the execution, their responsibilities, take care of their bodies the best they can, they're still in control of their own destiny. And they have to be able to seize the opportunity, especially this Thursday. The good news is they don't have to travel. It's hard to play and then go on the road 3 days later. So they get that fair advantage that it's a home Thursday night game. But you have to evaluate the guys that got beat up, got hurt today, and the guys need to take care of their bodies. The good thing is this is a pretty young football team overall, so their bounce-back time is a little bit shorter than the old guys. Know from experience that, you know, a little more time in the tub, a little more ice packs, and a little more rest, but you got to be ready to go, and there's going to be no excuses.
Dave, the Bucs had 3 sacks today. Morgan & Morgan will donate $1,000 for home game sacks, so that's $3,000 that Morgan & Morgan's going to donate to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and official injury law firm partner of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My question about those sacks, they all came in the first half, and then the Bucs did not get another sack for the remainder of the game. How does that play? How does that work?
Well, some of it's play calling, some of it's weather related. The field got softer, you know, so it's harder for those defensive linemen to get off quite as quickly. But again, they had chances, but Chuck did a great job of not, you know, getting tackled in the backfield, you know, and that's what ultimately extended plays and led to the touchdown. But yeah, I mean, and plus you get tired a little bit, but again, you know, coaches watching the film are not there. I don't care if you're tired or not. If you have an opportunity to make a play, you got to make it. And that's what you're getting paid to do. That's your job. You got to be disciplined in the way you do it. So, but there wasn't, I mean, without going back watching the film, it didn't appear that they did anything protection-wise, talking about the Saints, to prevent the sacks that we saw in the first half from happening in the second half. Maybe more production in the run game by the Saints in the second half. They didn't run the ball at all really well in the first half, but they did run it better in the second half. And then by doing so, your third downs are now 5 yards and less, where Shuck didn't have to hang on to the football. So he wasn't hanging on to it long enough to get a couple of those sacks. And when they did, Shuck was able to escape. So that could be one of the reasons without actually watching the film.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you're right about their running game in the second half. They ended up with 139 yards rushing on the day, which ain't bad, man. It's pretty good. But, man, when you look at it, and 55 of those rushing yards came from quarterback, the rookie, Tyler Shuck. It's just it's going to be tough for the Buccaneers defense to swallow that's what happened.
Right, and especially getting outside around the edge. You know, when but when the defensive linemen and whoever the rushers are, you always have those contained guys. You know, you have your lane integrity as you rush the quarterback. And they didn't come in, you know, thinking you're going to play Lamar Jackson or anything, but you knew he was more mobile than Rattler was. And, really on that first one where he faked the run and got around the end for the first touchdown, that's kind of when you're like, oh, man, we got to pay attention to that guy. Well, that's when the run game improved a little bit because of Diaby and Anthony Nelson, instead of crashing down from the backside to stop the runner in the backfield, they had to hang to make sure that Shuck handed it off, which now creates that cutback a little bit. So they were still getting there to make the tackle, but it was more of a 4 or 5 yard gain because they had to check to make sure the quarterback wasn't coming out of there with the football. So it improved the Saints' run game for sure by the threat of Shuck pulling it and coming out the backside, coming around the edge. The second touchdown was just, missed sack opportunities, but the first one was a design run. He's reading that backside outside linebacker, and if he chases the running back, Shuck pulls it and runs around the edge. And that's what he did, and that's when you saw the improvement after that because they had to adjust for the fact that Shuck will pull it and come around.
Gotcha. Makes all the sense in the world. Dave Moore is with us here. When we come back, we'll take a look ahead. It's a short week, and the Bucs have another division game. This time it's Atlanta at Raymond James Stadium on Thursday night. I'll talk to Dave about what the Bucs need to do to be ready to win that game coming up on Thursday night. We'll have more on the Hooters postgame show. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Are you one of the 48 million Americans experiencing hearing difficulties? It could be as simple as earwax blockage. At Audibel, our hearing care professionals use state-of-the-art cameras to examine your ears, and you can see the results on a large screen. If earwax is the issue, we'll remove it at no charge. Don't let earwax or hearing loss hold you back. Schedule your free comprehensive hearing test today by calling one of Audibel's 26 area locations. Audibel, better hearing through professional care.
It's Thursday Night Football in Tampa Bay. Join the party December 11th for this season's Creamsicle game.
Running Rashad White inside the 5-3-2-1. It's a touchdown, Tampa Bay.
As the Bucs take on the Falcons, presented by Publix.
Tez Johnson does his thing.
The first 50,000 fans get a free Creamsicle Bucs t-shirt. Don't miss this primetime NFC South showdown under the lights.
And Abuka makes another touchdown grab.
Get tickets at Buccaneers.com/tickets. That's Buccaneers.com/tickets.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finishing your laundry and successfully matching all your daughter's baby socks together on the first try.
Let's see. Panda socks, fire truck socks, socks with those cute little strawberries on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry?
And a penguin wearing a cowboy hat socks. Done.
Enjoy the moment, Dad. You've earned it. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
You can live in a place that's more than a neighborhood. It's a city in the making. Welcome to Angeline, where new homes, nature-inspired living, and thoughtful design are coming together in the heart of Pasco County. With trails to explore, innovative schools, and homes from the 300s, Angeline is more than a neighborhood. It's a lifestyle designed to grow with you. Stop by our Welcome Center or visit AngelineFL.com. Be part of what's next at the Angeline community.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fox Football on 98 Rock.
Your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fire them cannons.
The Hooters postgame show continues with Ronnie Lane.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
98 Rock is WXTV Clearwater, Tampa, St. Petersburg with Crash and AJ in the morning. And your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Buccaneers were upset by the Saints 24-20 this afternoon at Raymond James Stadium. They made 58 total tackles. The Buccaneers and the Mosaic Company have teamed up to tackle hunger. And since that partnership began back in 2021, they've worked with Feeding Tampa Bay to open up 4 school food pantries in areas of need here in Tampa Bay. And they got a 5th pantry opening next year. Mosaic's mission and the purpose behind all they do is to help the world grow the food it needs. Learn more at Mosaic.com. All right, Dave, up next, another division game. By the way, this was the first division loss of the season for the Bucs. And it hurt. It really did, because it dropped them into a tie with the Carolina Panthers, whom they've yet to face. And you mentioned they've got them 2 of the last 3 weeks of the season. So those are now huge, huge games to see if the Bucs can win the NFC South for the 5th consecutive year. But what kind of a week do they need to have to get ready to play a better game against the Falcons on Thursday night?
Well, the first thing is they got to put this game to bed. So they'll go watch film and take care of their bodies. But then it's just going to be walkthroughs, installation. You work on your division opponents in the off season because you get them both twice before the draft and everything else. They're already looking at film and game planning. So they'll have some wrinkles for this game. But the Atlanta Falcons, remember Kirk Cousins toasted the Bucs with the Todd Bowles defense a couple times when he was starting, and I anticipate he's going to be the guy to come in, and the Bucs are going to have to try to stop on Thursday night. So it's going to be a big night for really the entire team. We're going to see whether these guys are going to be able to grit it out, put this one behind them on a short week, and come out and play well at home and be able to shut down Kirk Cousins and that Atlanta offense.
Yeah, I just, every time I think about playing the Falcons on a Thursday night, I go back, I don't know, man. I wasn't even here then. I think I was in D.C., but I know you'll remember this game. They were playing the Falcons on a Thursday night. I think it was in Atlanta. And by the end of the third quarter, it was, I don't know, like 50-0 or something crazy like that. I'm sure you remember that ugly game against the Falcons, right?
I do. Oh, yeah, I do. That was, I think, when Raheem Morris was head coach here or something.
Yeah,
it was
I think
at the
you're
end
right.
Of the season. I think we were losing like 35-0 at halftime. It was the last game of the year, though. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Thursday, which they don't have the last game of the year.
Right. No, it was a Thursday night game. I'll never forget it.
Yeah. No. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
No,
but,
that would be horrible.
I know. Kirk Cousins has thrown for 500 yards on this defense, run by Todd Bowles in the past. So, he's a guy that you're really going to have to, for some reason he's had the number for the Todd Bowles defense. So he's the guy you're going to have to pressure. And then Robinson, obviously, is a very good running back, and he started off the game the first time Atlanta played the Bucs and had the big touchdown the first game of the year just on that little flare pass. So, these teams know each other very well. It's always a physical game. They got some talent, and, the Bucs are going to have to step up to the challenge.
No doubt about that. All right, Dave, I appreciate your time here this afternoon. 15 years in the National Football League, and you had to call a very disappointing loss for the Bucs today as they were upset by the Saints. Get some rest, and I'll talk to you on Thursday, man, from Raymond James Stadium. Again, it's a good thing the game's at home, though, right? We love that.
Yes, agreed. I said that earlier. Like, it's hard to go on the road for a Thursday night game, so it's a fair advantage for sure, the fact that they get to stay at home because Atlanta's got a couple days and then they're traveling. So, it's